Welcome to PBKC Streaming Live. Streaming Live. Streaming live in West Palm Beach, Florida.
All right, welcome everybody.
Hello, welcome. Good morning, everybody.
We are moments away here, as you can see some pictures being taken here before we get started, but we are moments away here from the conclusion of the Moneymaker main event here. We have a prize pool of $461,700. These guys are going to be playing for a top prize of just under $100,000, $98,074. We played, I believe, down to 6 last night, and we got those top 6 that remain coming back here, just getting started in a matter of moments.
Yeah, we even have some of our hometown kennel players here in this final table. Excited to see some of them go at it. We got Jack here in seat 9, we got Craig in seat 4, got Sean in seat 5.
We do have a color up at the
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I've seen Jack play Hold'em, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm glad he's definitely the one I'm kind of pulling for here.
Yeah. We'll see some exciting stuff today.
Yeah, we see the chip counts right now. We got Ian in the chip lead with 3.7 million. Bryce with 3.1. Jack there in third place with 2.8. Craig at 2.3. David 1.1. Sean at 675K. He's starting as a short stack. We are getting underway right now.
It just has to be the best feeling, you know, walking into day 3 of the event, or day 3 of the event. Chip stacks going, top prize.
Yeah, not only your final table, but your final table and then some. You're already top 6 here. You're already guaranteed $18,000 here, but none of these guys want to walk away with that. They're looking for a little bit more.
Yeah, every jump just so much more important than the next.
That's my only question is what were the blinds at here? I believe what we got.
50, 25, 50.
25, 50, 50. Okay. It's 125K in orbit, which means, yeah, Sean's 675 is pretty low. He's gonna need to make a move pretty quickly here. First pot, however, gonna go to Bryce in seat 1. Oh yeah, seat 4, I guess, in the middle, left of the trophy there. I recognize him. Jack, and yeah, the first day I did this, I forget which event that was. It wasn't the main event, but yeah, I remember Ian was on our feature table, and here he is again.
Just killing it.
So, yeah. This is a much better stream to be on, though, than a random feature table, you know.
Yeah,
Let's be at the final table of a main event.
Yeah, of course. And 5 out of our 6 players here, all from Florida. Except for David from Basque Country, hometown.
Wait, what's that saying?
Basque Country.
Okay. Never heard of that.
No.
I'll have to look that up. So we got Ian here raising it up with King 9 offsuit. No takers on this one. He will take down our second pot. And we got the trophy there, front and center. That looks heavy. I haven't felt it, but it just looks heavy.
I mean, first place.
Solid glass. All right, action going to start here on Jack. Looking down at pocket 5s. Going to min raise it up. 100K to go. Bryce looking down at an offsuit ace-4. Again, we are 6-handed, so those ranges will open up a little bit. He'll still choose to pass on this one. And no takers.
Small blind, big blind, please.
side table?
Basque Country.
Ah,
South of France, north of Spain.
south of France. So it's actually a country.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a top for surfing.
Learn something new. South of France.
Well, now we know. Thank you.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. All right, Bryce, pocket tens.
110.
Under the gun here.
First monster of the day.
Gonna raise it up to 110,000.
Excuse me.
Just over a min raise. And Craig gonna make the call here. Ace 10 offsuit.
Heads up.
Heads up to the flop. King, king, queen. Bryce can't like to see two overs, but Craig did not connect, so Bryce remains in the lead.
Check. 75.
Check from Bryce gives Craig control of the hand if he wants it. He does fire out a bet of 75K. Just call with Bryce with the tens.
Check, check.
Three hearts on the turn. Bryce checking again. Craig not going to bet another time. Three of spades on the river. Bryce's tens are good.
Check. Peace.
Checks one more time. Craig's not going to try to steal it.
Tens are good.
Yep.
Bryce last night having one of the nicer plays of the night. Ace queen into ace 10, top pair over top pair for all in on the river to knock out one of the last players to bring us to this six-handed final table. You can see all our highlights on YouTube and Twitch.
A couple of folds now. Action on Sean with pocket fives. And again, the short stack. Down to 550K. Yep, that's kind of the expected move with this hand. And again, with blinds 50, 50, 25, he's probably not mad about no callers there. Just pick up a free 125.
Yeah, building your stack back up.
There we see our payouts again, just south of 100K for first place, $98,074. Second place, not too bad either. Nor third. You know, I wouldn't mind any of these payouts, honestly.
Not a bad day's work.
Jack on the button, looking out at a Jack 10 off suit.
120.
Gonna raise it up. Makes it 120 to go. Bryce with a suited ace in the small blind. Ace 3 of diamonds.
You rock on. Bryce representing the old girl's hand. Hey, Brent and Terry, you guys rock. Thank you, Nance. Appreciate you.
Raise. 450.
Bryce will make, or I'm sorry, Bryce is going to actually 3-bet here. 450,000, putting the pressure back on Jack. 330 on top. Back to him with the Jack 10 off suit.
Yeah, I do like this three-bet bluff by Bryce. Holding an ace in his hand. Unlikely that his opponent has aces or any high ace.
Jack will give it up. Again, six-handed, any ace especially suited. I mean,
Big black. Right?
ace 3 maybe not a typical hand you'd see a 3-bet with, but six-handed it's a little easier to do it. And if you know Jack and if you played with him, you know he's aggressive. So it gets folded around to him on the button. You might think an ace is good there. And in that case, he was correct.
Raise.
Jack and a raise again, this time with King 10 offsuit. Looks like the same bet, looks 120-ish. Yep, and I think he might get 3-bet again here based on
Yeah.
what we're seeing with Ian here. Pocket queens in the small blind. And yeah, Ian reached for a couple of those pink ones. 3 of those, in fact.
Yeah.
We're going to maybe even more. 475 is now the bet. And once again, Jack will lay it down.
Small blind, big blind, please.
Good fold by Jack.
Yeah, he had a better hand the last time, but his opponent had a much better hand.
This time,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that would have been a bad one to want to see a flop on.
And usually Jack makes those calls, but you know he's staying a little bit disciplined today.
Yep. Still at 2.6 million. Ian up to 4 million. Bryce at 3.7. All right, folds around to the blinds here. Craig gonna limp in with 7-5 of diamonds. Sean with a 7-3 of spades. We'll check it, so we'll go to a flop. And they're both gonna hit their 7 here. Craig gonna lead out here with a min bet. Just a flat from Sean. 4 of spades actually means the kicker's gonna play for Craig, which is surprising.
Right, I know they have each other's outs for the wheel.
Yeah, so this is not good for Sean here, who's now, and this looked like it would probably be a chop. Now it's, yeah, you see the check mark for Craig with that king of spades on the river. 125 is the bet here. Sean down to 445 in chips. You will lay it down. Good fold, but
Small blind, big blind, please.
cost him chips he can't really afford to lose there.
Yeah. With that many big blinds, it's more of a shove all in pre-situation. I mean, if you're gonna take a flop and hit a card, call a flop, it's really just gonna be a detriment to your stack if you don't like to see certain cards on the turn or the river.
Yeah, if you thought his 7 was good on the flop, maybe an all in there and put the pressure back.
Right.
$110.
We got to raise to 110 here from Bryce. Ace-9 offsuit. Craig gonna make the call with some suited connectors. 8-7 of clubs. And David here, we might get a 3-bet with Ace-King offsuit in the big blind. I think he's thinking about putting more than the 60K to call in here. How much more, we'll soon find out.
All in.
There it is, all in.
Yeah, he's got just under $1 million, so yeah, all in is the move. And I don't think either of these guys has enough, obviously, to make this call. 2 quick folds.
Small blind, big blind.
Again, the first person out here will be taking home 18,000 and change. So these guys, I mean, again, we had 3 flights into this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We had a day 2 yesterday, which you guys hopefully tuned into. We had some good action. And yeah, these guys have earned these payouts. I mean, they've put in some hours here already.
100%. How you doing, Blukes?
Next week, right?
That's what she said. Michael Scott, or, well, that's what she, same thing. Same thing, just a little more clever.
Ace Jack for David here. We're gonna see an open.
Ace Jack in the blinds.
Oh.
Just a flat. Well, Jack's definitely gonna raise it.
Right.
And I think David might be trapping here. So let's see if David 3-bets all in.
170.
I don't understand the limp with ace jack unless you're trying to trap here. So
Right.
I would expect a 3-bet.
And he's just going for the call.
Just going for the call. Both players hitting their ace. I think we're gonna
Check.
get an all in here. I wouldn't be surprised. David at 1.1 million in chips. Let's see what Jack
90.
bets.
Is it 90?
Yeah, it is small enough where, yeah, an all in doesn't really make sense now. So will he flat or choose to 3-bet? Just a flat.
With that limp, Jack could probably put him on a weaker ace, even though
Check.
he limped the small blind with ace jack off.
Jack of the fire 225. Didn't think this one over. I can't imagine he's folding. Yep, just gonna flat again. Pot now up to 1 million. David down to 735 more. 10 of spades on the river. Again, both players same hand here.
Check.
David once again will check, and Jack will slow down here as well. No more betting there. Ace jack, ace jack. Kind of surprised me there with the limp and never trying to take control hitting top pair.
Yeah.
Either way, I think the same result was kind of. I expected it to be a chop. I just expected more chips to be chopped.
Yeah, exactly. And we've had a good Moneymaker series up till now, coming to a close. All the winners of these events that we've had in the past couple weeks, you know, from the Mystery Bounty 200K guaranteed winner, James Tomlin, $53,800. That top Mystery Bounty was $15,000 that they got
Yeah.
to pull out of there.
It's a cool event.
Yeah,
Adds a little excitement to it.
yeah.
I saw the video of the one guy who got the 15, said he had one in his hand and dropped it.
Oh my.
And then he just pulls the 15. It's
Yeah.
meant to be, you know.
Exactly.
I believe we still have one final event here today as well. We have the Big O at 2 p.m., $500 buy-in. 30-minute levels, registration, and unlimited re-entries are available until the start of level 9, which is 6:30 p.m.
Big O, one of the better games. Definitely more choppy also.
Yeah, we also have the Moneymaker Final Day Mayhem $10,000 guarantee. Started at 11 a.m., but registration is still available until 2:30 p.m., so still got a couple hours to get into that if you're nearby. Get a 10K guarantee on that one. But this is a big one we got left. This is where the money is, and Ian, pocket 9, is going to take it down.
Bryce needing that 9 for a straight. Unfortunate.
Some updated chip counts for you guys. Ian 4.1, Bryce 3.4, Jack 2.5, Craig 2 million, David 1.2, and Sean sitting at 420,000 and 8 big blinds. From that camera angle, I thought he was stacking chips on top of the trophy.
I mean, you gotta envision the
So
win,
that's kind of
right?
cool.
Gotta envision that win, first place. Man, we've seen it all here, you know. Short stacks, becoming chip leaders, winning the
Oh,
entire
yeah.
thing. It's not over for Sean yet.
No, by no means.
Ian with the mystery hand.
Yeah, we got blind versus blind action here.
Yeah, Ian literally could be holding almost any 2 cards.
Bryce checks it to him. Ian will fire out a min bet, and it's going to be enough. Bryce choosing not to continue with the jack high. And again, Sean's sitting at 445. He's got one free hand here, and then he's putting 100K of that in, which is just about 20% of his stack. So he's in the time to make a move zone. We'll see what he gets this hand, if this is the time, or nope. He will wait for these blinds at least.
Yeah. Bryce gonna open this up right here. See if Craig wakes up
King
with a
queen
hand.
on the button for sure. Put a little raise out there. Looks like 110 is the amount. Ian gonna fold 10-6 off, and still waiting to see what Craig has here. He is reaching for chips though, so. See, this looks like a 3-bet maybe.
Ace 9
Yeah, ace 9 of hearts. He will 3-bet to 275.
rightfully so,
I'd expect Bryce to make this call, just 165 more. We're 6-handed.
especially in position.
See a flop, yeah. And there it is.
Heads up.
So pot already up to 625K. We are heads up here to the flop. Neither player connecting. However, Craig's ace high still in the lead. He also picks up a flush draw.
Great board
Three,
for Craig, actually.
deuce, deuce, couple of hearts. Yeah. 210,000 is the bet. About a third of the pot.
It's a nice sizing.
Cue the Craig applause.
And Bryce will say, nice hand. Let him take it down.
My fans are online. You're live. You got the live stream.
Yeah, we got a bunch of rail rats.
Yeah, my guys don't leave their house.
Bryce waking up with the captains. Oh my gosh.
Well, we just
Ian.
had our graphics show 7s are folded, which is surprising 6-handed, but if that was the case, that was turned out to be a great fold here, because we got Ian with 10s, we got Bryce with kings.
We might see a 3-bet here from Ian with the 10s.
Yeah, Bryce is going to lead it out here in the cutoff with the kings to 110,000. Action now on Ian on the button with the 10s, and yeah, I would not be surprised to see him 3-bet here.
Especially with the open from the cutoff. There it is, 3-bet.
3-bet to 300,000.
Bryce now thinking about how much to 4-bet Ian with.
4-bet or just call and maybe check raise flop?
Yeah,
Let's see
potentially,
how
if he wants to
he's
play
got some
more
options
traps.
here. Let's see how, yeah.
Kind of dangerous getting trappy with a person that also with more chips than you.
Yeah. He is going to choose to go 4-bet. Going to 800,000, 500 more.
Ian now looks visibly confused.
Yeah, checking out how many chips Bryce is playing with, and see, I believe these are the top 2 stacks of the table as well.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, his 2.3 is not including that 800K already out there. So, yeah, he had 3.1. Ian had 4.2. And Ian says, okay, let's see a flop.
Right.
No 5-bet, no. Not with 10s.
10's too nice
Yeah.
to 5-bet there.
Flop ace, 9, jack. Not the card Bryce wanted to see. However, he is still well in the lead.
Yeah, still has to see better here. He does not want to show any type of weakness because of the ace or anything like that. I feel like. Oh,
Well,
he
there
will
is a
check.
check. And let's see if Ian takes advantage of that sign of weakness.
Yeah, very 3-betting and then 4-betting and then checking the flop first act. Kind of makes you wonder. Even though we can see the cards up here, but
Ian will not. He will check behind. King of hearts on the turn. Means Ian's only outs are the queen. We can see one has been folded, so he has 3 outs. Now Bryce is feeling a lot better about these kings.
yeah, making it a lot easier for Ian to get away from this hand though.
Yeah. I'd expect, we got a 1.7 million pot. I'd expect at least probably about an 800K bet.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Maybe a little more even.
I wouldn't be surprised if he went really big here. Maybe even like 1.2. That's about 800, yeah.
And a very quick fold from Ian there. So, big pot. Would have been interesting to see how Bryce would have reacted if Ian threw out a bet there on after the flop. But Bryce will now take the chip lead, 4 million. Ian 3.4, Jack still sitting around 2.5, Craig 2.2, David 1.2, and yeah, Sean did surrender that big blind. He's now down to 320 and is now the small blind.
Yeah. He's got to get in there. I mean, he's losing 3 big blinds, a rotation, 2.5. You want your
Jack.
double to mean something.
120.
What happened?
Said you want your double to mean something when you have
Yeah.
no chips, you know?
All right, so we have Jack making it 120K to go with 6-5 of clubs under the gun. Just a flat here from Bryce with pocket 7s. And nobody else is going to get involved. So these two will be heads up.
1.5
Flop 10-4 deuce. Not a bad flop if you're holding 7s by any means. But you figure Jack's going to be aggressive here. He's going to fire out, looks like 100,000. Just a flat from Bryce.
Jack with the gut shot.
Jack of clubs on the turn.
It's a good card for Bryce.
That's another paint over. Another card for Jack to represent hitting, and he's going to try just that. 375, much bigger bet this time. Put a little bit of pressure on Bryce. Again, the chip leader now after that big hand with Ian. And yeah, he's going to lay it down.
Nice pickup for Jack.
Jack's aggression there, kind of the first time we've seen it pay off with a nice pot.
Yeah, he's going to get in there. He's going to be in there with some hands. His VPIP last night was the highest, about like 46%.
Oh yeah, I mean, I like those suited connectors, but raising under the gun with them is what's up. And we see chip counts. We see Sean now down to 295,000. You got to think sometime this orbit we're going to see him try to make a move to pick up some chips. He does have some free hands now, though.
A little breathing room there. 100.
Ian looking down at 7-5 of diamonds, going to min raise. Craig right behind him with king queen off suit. After the hand.
310.
And Craig's going to 3-bet here. Looks like 310. Yeah, 310 is the number. Now look at this. We got David over here with 1.1 million. And he says no thank you with the 10s. And Ian will also fold. Kind of interesting spot there with the 10s. Betting a 3-bet. You got 1.1 million chips. So calling 375's an interesting play, but
100%.
you said they weren't good enough to 4-bet all in.
Right.
Can't blame them. We got a little switch. We went from Terry to Andrew. Welcome in.
How we doing, everybody?
Sean laying down another one there. Didn't have much to play with. So we're going to go blind versus blind here. We got Jack with queen 10 of clubs in the small blind.
I mean, he's handsome and everything, but I don't want to say it's fucking loud.
Looks like 155.
Yeah, right. I mean, for me to be in front of my card, I really got to be here. You know? It's like I'm kind of reaching over sideways.
Robert? Pretty standard for Jack to open up here when it's folded around to him on the small blind.
Can you put me on this square? I'm like, you know.
Yeah, oh, and he's got a good hand here to make a raise with. And Bryce is going to make the call with Jack 8 offsuit. Can't really see the flop. Doesn't look like any paint by any means. Maybe a 10. Looks like that middle card's a 10 to me, but I could be wrong. No, it's definitely not. It's a 9, 9, 6. Yeah, both players did miss the flop.
He's gonna take it down with that one.
But again, Jack's aggression. You can usually count on him to make a C-bet if he raised pre-flop, and he does just that there and takes it down.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it just it seemed like somebody arbitrarily said he's using that one, and it was a dumb idea.
There is not a tournament tonight at 6. There is a Big O tournament we have at 2 p.m. today.
Yeah, our last tournament is going to be at 2 p.m. Big O $500 buy-in. Registration and re-entry is available until level 9, which is at 6:30 p.m. So you got some time to get on down here. And Queen of Hearts, that was just that one hand. We probably had a little misread with the cards. Graphics have been running smoothly besides that one little hiccup.
When somebody folds, we have to kind of like do this.
Sean here with a pair of 5 bigs. Very likely he's gonna look to get it in.
Yeah, this is the moment here. Again, he's very low on chips, 295,000.
Can't keep folding, gotta make calls if you wanna win.
Let's see if anybody has a hand to call him here. Action now on Jack on the button. He'll fold it. And now we got the blinds. We got Bryce with 3 deuce of clubs.
Very possible.
Not good enough. But yeah, Ian with king 8 of hearts, only 235K more. You got to think there's going to be an all-in call here.
He's definitely got enough chips to gamble.
Oh, for sure. He's second in chips right now. He will make the call, so here we go. Sean at risk. Here with his 3s. This is a flip. King 8 of hearts against 3s. Good flop for Sean. Open-ended now, though.
It's always a sweat, huh?
And no 10s, so no, Sean's going to survive here.
Always a sweat.
Always, yeah. As if the 2 overs aren't a big enough sweat with your tournament life at stake, then you've had to dodge an open-ender, too.
Pretty nice
But Sean,
on the turn didn't work out, but
Sean gets a much-needed double up, now up to 680,000. Still short stack, but
Ian's still healthy with 2.9 million in chips.
oh yeah. Yeah, we see David creeping here below the 20 big blind marker. As you see, the blinds are going up now to 30,000, 60,000. Action going to start on Sean now with 10-9 offsuit. That's the problem with Sean. He just picked up that double up, got up to 680K, but next hand he's putting in 120 of it.
What's interesting to me is that we haven't seen anybody make any fantastic moves yet. I think nobody wants to be the first one out. It's really early in the day. It's less than an hour in.
Yeah, that kings against tens hand was tens was obviously the biggest hand we've seen here.
Raise 125.
The ace jack hand also got a kind of big pot, but
It was interesting to me that Ace Jacks didn't find a way to get it in. Like
Yeah, I
said,
thought so
with
too.
Sean
I
being
thought-
a short stack, they really don't want to risk it until short stack busts or.
that's true. But I figured with him limping in the blind versus blind with ace jack, he was trying to set up a 3-bet,
It
but
did look like he was limping the trap. I'm surprised he didn't 3-bet it right off the bat.
The mystery about it. Yeah. Maybe that was a mystery aspect of what people.
either way, that pot was probably going to the same conclusion. Chop it up. All right, Sean now in the big blind. Action here going to start on David with Jack 10 offsuit.
Under the gun, you could see a razor fold, but under the gun, most likely won't.
Jack will lay down Queen 9 as well. Bryce here though with ace 10, likely to see a race.
Guy goes crazy, loses his mind when he steps
Again, blinds up a little bit. See what this raise would go to, 125K.
Little min click from the cutoff, pretty standard at this point. Gonna take it down
Open
real
move
quick.
quick.
Correct the mundo.
Nobody's got a hand to continue.
How late did everyone stay up till last night?
2:30.
Yeah. I didn't watch last night, but I did oversee it.
That last call.
Got Claudio in the box now.
That was not an easy call at one pair. I mean, once you committed
Seems
yourself
like we
to
got the
the
Sean
plan.
family in the chat rooting for Sean.
Especially against an 80-year-old guy that hasn't played a single hand.
Yeah. Well, he was like a super.
Yes, I see. Shot, yep.
So far, so good. Survived his first double up. Back to the action, we got Bryce with Queen Jack suited.
When we were
Gonna raise from the cutoff.
$2 million pot
Raise 125.
125 again.
upstairs. I gave him a $2 million pot.
Yeah, I watched it. I was there. When you folded the river after he like led jam.
Yeah, he like donked at the river.
Yeah. It's a wild
I
man.
flopped 2 pair.
He was bluffing. I don't think
I was
he was
about to
bluffing.
ask if Craig is thinking about it with the 9-3 offsuit, or did he just get distracted on the
He
button?
either made a straight
Sean with a quick fold, not looking to get it in
or he
with
missed
ace 8.
I think he made a
Facing
straight,
a
but if he
raise.
had a set, he probably would have just checked.
I don't think he could have
I don't want to say surprising, but kind of surprising he folded that quick at
He didn't even
least.
think about
Yeah.
it.
We're talking about the same hand, right?
Snap fold with the ace 8 off. We got David here with a little bit of a decision.
Ace 3 of hearts in the big blind. I mean, you're going to call at the very least, but instead he's going to go all in.
No, I'm saying him. I'm not saying me. I'm saying like a player like him.
And it's just too much, yeah. He's got over 1 million in chips, even though that,
3-bet on that size, you really don't want to risk it.
yeah, even though as we say that is under 20 bigs at this point, still, if Bryce loses that, that takes a big chunk out of his stack, and he's not willing to take that risk.
Only strong hand he can like comfortably
Too
just
early
call
for that type of play.
If he seemed a little more scared to the side, he would just check him.
There was some right during that was half hour, right? You knew it, but
Actually, yeah, I
you were
actually
like,
thought about it a lot.
full houses are tough to make.
It's like a limp pot, yeah. It's blind versus blind.
Right. Check. Well, I mean, it's just disgusting, man. But once you bet, like, flush your complete.
Craig going to lay down the Jack 9 of spades.
On those tables,
Now we're going to get blind versus blind here. David with ace queen. We saw him limp with the ace jack we were just talking about a little bit ago. I think he's
think if
probably
ace-
going to raise here with
Ace
ace
Jack
queen.
is on the cusp. Ace Queen is definitely on the raise side. There it is. He's not going to waste any
Not
time
only a
at
raise, it's going to
all.
be an all in and quick fold from Jack this time.
If you didn't feel like playing poker with the best hand, not going to risk it. Nobody wants to be the first one out. I think it's obvious.
No. No, I mean, you look at the payouts, I mean, not to say 4,000's pocket change by any means. That's a jump from 6th to 5th, but the big amounts are at the top. So it's a weird little situation here. You don't want to be the first one out, but you also kind of want to build up your stack here at the same time.
Every time you ladder up, it feels great, but
Yeah.
definitely you want to put yourself in the best position to take it down, the whole thing, take down the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Now we got Sean looking down at Jack 9 of clubs, and
for it.
he is going to go all in here. He's got 530,000.
Just under 10 bigs, and looks like he
David folds the ace 9
got the best hand
suited.
fold very quickly.
Yeah. Again, kind of surprised with the quick fold there.
He didn't even think about it.
There's each play on that one.
I guess it's just not good enough for him. Sean there going to take an easy one
That's
down,
only a
building up
one-time
his
thing.
stack slowly but surely.
It is a bit wordy.
Yeah, David had a couple people behind him, but that's the situation there where you're actually not putting yourself at risk.
Worst
You're
thing that
actually
can
trying to-
happen is if you
yeah.
flat there and then get three bet
just-
jammed on, it's a big issue. That's for sure.
Sean's too good for this thing.
I think David knows that. He decided not to risk it.
David's going to get a pocket pair here.
If
Action,
anything, he waited for this hand.
yeah, folds to him, pocket tens. Sitting at 1.4 million now.
I don't know why I feel like he's just going to jam. He's been doing that a lot. I think this is a hand that you want to get some value and make a little raise with. Play in position as long as the button folds. Yeah, he's going for the all-in. It's kind of been his move at this point.
Bryce now with another, and we've seen all these jams. We're seeing quick folds from these suited mid aces. This time we're not going to see a quick fold. Bryce thinking this one over, looking down at ace 8 of clubs. He will fold as well, though.
I think that's a correct play.
Yes.
It's just a little bit too much for him to call
It's
here.
a little bit, yeah.
For almost half your chips, a little under half your chips.
Thank you.
We've seen David at 1.1 million a few hands ago. Now he's got to be up around 1.6, 1.7-ish now. So building it back up nicely here, and with blinds this high, you don't really need any callers. You can do a few uncalled all-ins and pick up chips quickly that way. Folds around here to Bryce on the button with Jack 10 offsuit.
I think it's very likely we could see him open with the Jack 10.
Yeah,
we already
and
know,
if you're looking at the graphics,
we already know he's going to be in some trouble on this one.
and there it
I don't think
is.
he's going to lose a lot of chips, but there's definitely going to be a 3-bet and a fold.
Yeah, Ian looking down at kings. Probably not thinking about flattening this 125.
I don't think Ian's going to trap with this
No.
one. He's going to play pretty standard, straightforward.
What are we thinking about? 375, 400?
Sounds about right. Looking like 4.
Re-raise.
4 or 5? 5, yeah.
A little bit on the larger sizing, but he's definitely got the hand to do it. Should take it down.
So now on Craig. Now I would expect a quick fold with this mid-ace.
Raising a 3-bet in front of you.
And yeah,
5
big
off now,
big
looking to
3-bet, 375 more back to Bryce with a Jack 10 unsuited. Yeah, that's about the only choice you have there. He will lay it down. And we got Sean in the big blind again. And he's still at the 680K. So he picked up, he lost his blinds, but then he picked them back up with that Jack 9.
You know, when you're short stack, getting some blinds and getting another round of
Getting a
paper
free
is
orbit, yeah.
very, very important.
And it doesn't look like he's going to
That changes things.
get a walk by any means here with these first two hands.
Some action here.
Yeah, we got David under the gun with King Queen offsuit.
I would be very surprised to see if he didn't at least give it a little, take a little shot at this one. He has been a bit more on the conservative side so far, but his hand's just too good to fold. He's reaching for chips.
125.
Raise 125.
Yeah, let's see how Jack plays the tens. Would not be surprised to see a 3-bet here. But also wouldn't be surprised to see a flat. Yeah,
Looks like he's flatting.
just
Yep,
a
I can
flat
see it
is
go either
the-
way.
oof. We got Bryce here now with ace 9 of clubs. Probably going to flat here.
Got a very interesting hand brewing here.
Unless he chooses to 3-bet, but I would expect a flat, and hopefully for his sake he doesn't 3-bet, because look at what Ian's got behind him.
I could see all of his options being open. Yeah.
I'm
I could see
surprised
him
he- yeah.
raising, folding, or calling. I think.
I'm actually
he
surprised he
chose-
folded there.
chose the
I'd like to
passive
see a
range.
flop there when you get a raise and a flat.
At this stage of the game, It's tough. It's tough to just flat here.
You have 4 picks, right?
But good choice here because Ian's not flatting.
Ian with a monster and a dream scenario. You got a raise and a call in front of you. You got a nice chip stack and you got the button.
Yeah, just had the kings. Now he's got aces.
It's looking really good for Ian in this spot. I'm gonna guess 550, 600.
Well, he went 500 last time with just the 125 and one person. Now we got 2 in here. Yeah, you'd think it'd be a little bigger.
Call in front of him. I think he's gonna choose a little bit bigger sizing.
650, 525,
425.
Interesting.
425. He's
Really
going
wants action.
smaller instead. Yeah.
Really wants the action here. He knows he's got a pretty big lead.
Okay, it is 500. It looked like 425 to me, but 500's the choice.
Sounds about right.
Quick fold from David with the king queen off, and now
Jack's got a real
back to
decision here.
Jack. Yeah,
He's not laying it. He's not ready
I'm
to
not
give
surprised
up
we're seeing a flop.
yet. Not ready to give up yet.
Maybe.
And look at this flop. This is going to make it tough for Jack to get away from. 8-9 Jack. Open ender for Jack now. He will check it over to Ian. Pot already at 1.3 million. We saw Ian
This could spell disaster.
kind of make a
for Jack.
and a check behind,
Very
giving
tricky
Jack a
check.
free card.
Very tricky.
5 of
check for
hearts is a good card for Ian. They both have the heart. Obviously, Ian's higher.
Jack might think he's good here with the tens. Might think he's up against an ace.
Yeah, I would
ace
not be
ace type of
surprised to see
hand.
Jack bet now.
This could be an interesting hand here. It's already been interesting so far.
And
Jack
is that
chooses to
3 or
lead out.
4? Probably 4,
Jack leads
yes.
out for 4 into a pot of about 1.2. About a quarter size bet. Kind of looks like he wants the action. He's pretty sure he thinks he has the best hand here.
So now the decision lies with Ian. A flat here again, dangerous.
It's not a great flop for Ian. It's very coordinated.
I mean, he loves
Tens,
seeing
nines,
that
jacks.
heart on the turn.
The heart is a very helpful card, but you know, tens, nines, eights, those are all in Jack's calling range here. Let's see how Ian proceeds.
Just a flat.
Maybe he's erring on the side of pot control.
River
There it
card,
is.
7 of hearts, giving both play. That's not the 7 Jack wanted to see. I mean, he might, yeah, he's
Sure.
checking it.
All right, I think he's in check call mode, to be honest with you. I'm not sure if he's going to fold to a bet here. Let's see how it plays out. We know Ian's going to bet this hand.
Pot now at 2.1 million.
And Ian's
Now,
got
obviously,
about a
Ian
pot-sized
wants a
bet.
call, so let's see what I would say maybe 700-800.
He might even go for a max value here with both of them having about a pot-sized bet in them.
No, I think he wants a call. I think he's going to keep it a little smaller here, but we'll see. He's got
Keep it in the value range.
He's got 2.1 mil left. Jack with 1.8. These two very similar in chips.
500K would be an interesting number.
I think he's going to go a little higher, but let's see.
Jack might be forced to call and bet in that range. That's a big bet there.
Yeah, this looks a little over $1 million.
That's a stack of chips.
Bet.
Looks like $1,025,000 just from eyeballing it.
Jack in a tough spot here.
Yeah, he's got 3 cards that beat him. King, Queen, and Ace of Hearts.
I do think that Jack knows if anybody's capable of making a move on a scare card, Ian's one of them, that's for sure. But we both, everybody watching knows that Ian's got it this time. He's got the goods.
Yeah, tough decision here. Jack taking his time with it.
Jack definitely in the tank.
You can see he wants to.
He is twisting and turning. You can see he's in pain. I am really happy I'm not sitting in his chair right now.
Feels like he wants to call, but
Do I do it? Do I not? Yes or no? He got the angel on one side. He got the devil on the other.
which one you gonna listen to? Good
Smart
fold
move,
by
Jack.
Jack.
Good job, buddy. Read the situation correctly. Decided not to risk it. Wait for another day.
1.8 million to still.
Tough spot for Jack.
I mean, obviously that's a big pot. Yeah, Jack lost a good amount there, but he's still got 1.8. He's got plenty of chips to build back. And Ian retaking the chip lead. Yep, 4.2 million. Bryce 3.5. Craig 2.2. Jack 1.8. David 1.4, and Sean 560K.
I'd like to see Sean is still fighting, man. He's been short stack all day. He's still here.
Yep.
It's not over yet. Still anybody's game.
Yeah, I was thinking he would go smaller as well. I was thinking maybe like 600 to 800,000.
I thought a value bet.
Yeah.
But I think maybe he wanted it to look like he was betting it, and like he didn't have it.
All right, folds around here to Craig on the button with the Jack 8 of hearts. Sean again, short stack. Now seeing a raise. This is probably a good time. We're going to see Sean all in.
I would imagine Sean's going to get it in.
It would
here as
also
well.
be a good situation for him if Craig does choose to call.
All in.
David going to get out of the way real quick. So Sean,
See Craig risk it.
so Craig
Sometimes you just get caught with your hand in the cookie.
Craig made it 150,000. This all ins for 560, so it's going to be 410 more. And it will be a call, and this is a ideal spot for Sean, obviously, since he's got the 8.
Sean looking in good shape here.
Just dodging the Jack. Doesn't want to see hearts. Good flop for him. Of course, there's a sweat. We know that's coming.
Always a sweat.
But a 7 of clubs on the river. Sean will get another double up, and look at that. He is now still in short stack, but now he's even.
Definitely a lot healthier.
Right back in the game. Yeah, 1.2 million.
Up over 20 bigs feels good for him. He's been fighting, clawing and scratching. He's still in it.
Hey, he's 2 for 2 with those pocket pairs. 3's held up. This time he was in a lot better shape with the 8s. Again, 1.2 million now in chips.
Put me in, I'll play. Okay. Max late reg, even if I'm still in here.
Yeah. They won't let you. It's the
Oh
same
yeah,
chips.
oh yeah.
Really? It's the same chips?
Yeah,
They only have these chips. Or the satellite ones. That are like
All right, Bryce going to lead us off here. We are already on hand number 28. Bryce going to lay down the Queen 10 offsuit.
It's not a good set, right?
No, it's awesome. It's like from 1970 something.
The thin ones, the super weird looking ones.
I like these chips.
They rarely
feel-
come out. Yeah,
I mean, in comparison.
Folds around to blind versus blind here. David looking down at Queen Jack of diamonds in the small blind.
I play ante.
Seen him flat with ace jack. Let's see what he does with the queen jack.
I don't like
It's like a raise.
No, just a flat, yeah.
Flatted.
And Jack will quickly check the 7 deuce.
we were calling up the orange.
Ace 3-3 the flop.
25K instead of 1K, at least he's on it.
I think David knows he doesn't want to swell up the pot and be the first one out. It does seem like he's playing that way.
It was like right before like a break too, so at least we like counted.
5 on the turn.
Yeah, I had just counted my stack and he had just
Yeah,
counted his. So
still checking. Giving Jack all these free cards, but, well, it's actually chop board now. 3s and 5s with an ace.
Such
Yeah.
opportunities on the turn card, and there
Jack,
it is.
Jack will be happy to see that with a 7 high.
Unfortunately, Jack's going to lose on this one, being he's in for 2 bets.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, he loses half the ante.
Yes, it's not good. Chopping the big blinds.
I think he's still happy to do it with 7 deuce there.
Good point. Anytime you get chips back with
Yeah.
7 deuce, it's a win.
Oh my god, 4 sevens versus 5 sevens. This is a monumentous hand.
Back to the action. We got a couple of folds.
David, suited cards on the button here. Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
seem
what
like
I
his style.
expected.
Doesn't seem like his style.
Jack with an ace jack though here in the small blind.
This is a raise for Jack. This is
Oh,
an
for
easy
sure.
raise. There it is.
Raise. 180.
Got a 3 exit to 180.
Bryce with some connectors, 9-8 off suit. But yeah, I like this bet more. You see in this bigger buy-in tournament play, we see all these min bets, and it's just you're basically, it's hard for the big blind to get away from it. Here he made it easy for Bryce to get away, but Bryce still chooses to see a flop.
Min click is a really good way at getting cheap information, especially at this
Yeah.
caliber of play. A lot of these guys aren't playing for one bet, much less two of them. See Bryce defending with the big blind missing a flop. We're going to see a turn card. Jack playing very trappy.
I don't think he's checking twice.
Jack knows he's got to get some value out of his hand.
200,000 is the bet.
And we know he's not going to get any value here. Bryce with the quick fold.
Damn. It's not bad. That's a lot of people. Yeah. It's not bad at all.
For those just tuning in, we are here at the Moneymaker main event, final table, six-handed.
Sean's still a short stack with a lot more chips, so he is no longer in shove mode when he gets a hand. He's gonna.
He's got enough chips to make a bet. Here we see
And there it is, the min raise we just talked about, going to 120,000.
King queen suited, looks pretty. Let's see what type of action. Doesn't look like anybody qualifies.
I started with like 1.2.
And 9-8 offsuit.
Ian's going to defend the big.
But I feel like you have to for just 60 more.
It is, you're getting a really good price, you know.
So here we go to the flop. Flop is King 4-5. Great flop for Sean.
What are we looking at? 60 to win, 240, you're getting 4 to 1 on money.
That looks like 100,000.
Tough to fold.
Quick fold from Ian. And Sean keeping on going in the right direction. Sean going to lead us off here with the Jack-7 offsuit. Lays it down. Action now on David. We've seen his preferred move be shove here. He's got enough chips though where should probably try to get some value for these kings.
David with the monster looking down at the two kings. I think shoving all in is a little bit too big. You get
That's what I'm
you're
saying.
limited to
Yeah.
action from big
And
hands, and he does choose
yep, there's
play
the
poker in this one. He's gonna
min bet 125. Min bet plus 5.
think anybody paying attention. Well, there's no hands to play against, but anybody
Yep.
paying attention knows he
Yeah.
hasn't made that type of bet all day. He's probably got something good.
With this much money on the line, I think it's safe to say they're all paying attention. Quick folds from everybody there.
I don't know if you watched the stream, but they caught wind of your dust cropping.
Oh yeah.
They did.
Yes.
Buffet.
They
They were
did.
Oh,
talking
did they?
about it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I think someone texted me saying
Pun,
that. Yeah.
pun intended.
They're like, don't dust crop the buffet.
The announcers caught it and started talking about it in the booth.
Really?
It's like the
It
only
was
thing
on
they heard the entire time was
That's
like
incredible.
that exact thing.
I love that.
For some reason, they can hear. I can't really hear the conversations very well, but
Can't
they
hear the
can.
table talk, but you can hear them comments.
All right, we got action on
They
Ian on the
hear
button
better
here.
than we
King 6 offsuit.
Their mics are so loud.
Raise 125.
Going to min bet.
Greg with big slicks.
Or min
suited on the
raise, I
small
mean.
blind.
Yeah.
Predict a 3-bet incoming.
Raise.
There
Raise
it is.
400.
Looks like 400. And Ian just trying to pick up some free blinds here. He'll quickly fold it away. Terry, you ready? All right. I'll be back, guys.
Yeah, I know. But how can they really buy a plate? Yeah, you're buying a plate. Exactly.
With great power comes great responsibility.
It's not all you can eat. It's not self-serve. It's zero aspects of it.
Correct, yeah.
So yeah, you want to go to the McDonald's buffet later? Go through the drive-thru. What do you want?
Yeah.
At least you got some bare naked ladies playing in the background.
I will say we've seen a lot of pretty standard, pretty GTO type of day. Nobody's really stepped out of line. Everybody's minding their P's and Q's so far. We see Craig with big hand on the button. Gonna open it up. Queens on the button. We see Sean with it.
To be fair,
Pretty good.
better option.
King, queen of clubs. See how he plays it.
I haven't had it. It's fairly priced.
It's fine. Yeah, it's 13
Be a bad time for a shove, although I could see him doing it.
But I mean, there are other options.
Yeah.
There it is.
Rotating pizza, hot dogs, or like rotating pizzas.
Ooh, snap by Craig, so Sean knows he's not in good
Sean
shape.
in that first bad shape of the day type of situation.
Oh yeah.
He's open for some clubs, maybe a king.
Yeah, no, it's free.
Ooh,
There it is.
there. Oh, gut shot for Craig.
They give you
For both. Chop outs.
Oh wow.
And the
Spade
spade.
sweat on the turn.
And it's a brick.
Sean rides clean. Hitting the king. Doubling up through Craig. It's a big hand for Sean. That's a big turnaround.
Yep.
He's really fighting today.
Switch places with third place and Craig now. Bottom of the barrel.
Bottom of the totem pole with 405K. You see he's got 6 bigs there. He's going to need some help if he wants to stay in this.
Yeah. He's in shove mode now.
All in or full type of
6 big
situations
blinds,
he's looking
yes.
towards. That's tough. Well, the good thing is it was his button, so he does have a few hands to see before he's going to be back in the blinds, but he's going to need some help very quickly.
Yeah, and that's how it goes in some of these tournaments. You know, you make it all the way to the top, you get it in, great. And sometimes it just doesn't turn out your way.
Absolutely.
But
It's
you
all
gotta,
to the poker gods after it's an all-in situation.
yeah.
One more yellow. There you go. And grab 3 1Ks. 100Ks. Yep, 100Ks. Yep. And then 30,000.
Oh, and 30,000?
Yep.
Making sure we get those payouts right here. We got the floor down there. Some help to make sure all these pots are going as they should.
Tony Burns, one of the best in the business, handling this final table like the champion that we know he is.
100%. Love Tony.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Blinds are 30, 60, 60 right now. Our next blind's going to be 40, 80, 80. These blinds are getting up there pretty quick, too. Ian, chip leader, with about 60 bigs almost.
3.8 mil. We got 28% of the
Smart question to ask before
chips in
blind
play.
versus blind application.
That is a fun position to be in at this final table. Bryce not too far behind with 3.3 mil. Ian looking down at King Jack off, thinking about it, raising. He's got raising chips. There they go.
Raise. 125.
Standard 125 at this level. Nobody wants to play over to Jack on the big. Yeah, he's got 8 high. It's a pretty easy decision there. Gotta love easy decisions. Can't really get in trouble with those.
Yeah. It's the middling ones that are the most annoying.
Definitely can get in trouble with some marginal situations. Seems to me everybody's in it for the long haul. It's a pretty hand under the gun. Ian raising it up with ace queen of clubs.
Nobody with really a hand to go toe to toe is just gonna probably take it.
You know, it does take 2 to tango, and this is not one of those times. On to the next hand.
Oh, Sean.
Sean with a big hand.
our
here.
previous bottom of the totem pole, now with some chips and picking up a big hand.
Been a big turnaround for Sean in this hour and a half of play.
I mean, what a time to just go on a heater, right? Like, in the
120.
scenario with 100K at the top.
Every decision that Sean has made has led him to here. Been on top of his game so far.
What was it?
Excuse me, I got something in my throat.
I was feeling controlled to shove before the blind got to me, but I had queen 9, thank God. Although I guess it's easy to
Is it hot in here? It feels like it's getting hot in here.
Yeah, a little bit. It's getting a little steamy.
Pretty uneventful for queens in Sean's hand there, but I think anytime you pick up a few chips, it's a good sign.
Craig in the big blind put in about 30% of his stack already. See if he's gonna make a move right here.
Jack in lead position with one of those on the cusp type of hands. He's going to lay it down. He's going to stay out of trouble.
Ian might put max pressure here
Pretty
on
sure
Craig.
Ian looking down at a king, any king. It's good enough to attack the small blind. There it is.
Just
Gonna
puts them
attack the
all
small
in.
blind. Craig sees an ace, and we're going to go have an all-in and calls type of situation.
Let's see.
Short on chips. You look down at an ace. Got to go for it.
Oof.
Good flop for Craig. Ian's dead on the turn, and
Yep.
Craig will get the double up. Much needed double up. He's now up to about 750K. Nobody wants to go home.
I mean, you can't blame him. I wouldn't want to go home either.
Can't say I blame him.
It's not one of those tournaments where you're at the end and you're like, I just want to go home.
Correct.
You know?
Been here all day. These guys have been fighting for 3 days now. And as far as the payouts, we do have 98K up top. And going down to 18 and some change for 6th place, that is correct. Every ladder is a much needed couple of K to players'
Yeah,
pocket.
they had it for like 3 weeks or something, right?
Yeah.
Last year?
Yeah, I mean, this event is just
No, it wasn't.
through some long hours. I mean, they're playing like, what, 10, 12 hours a day?
That is correct. Average 10 to 12 hours a day.
They got to be fried by now. They're just thinking all the time.
You know, tournament poker is not just mentally tough, but also physically tough. People don't realize sitting there and making decisions for 12 hours at a time can really fry your brain sometimes.
Yeah,
I know my head feels like mush after a 12-hour session.
100%.
Haven't seen a big pot in a while. Maybe it's time for some action. Here we go.
Ooh.
Jack with ace-queen under the gun. Pretty standard min-click here. Or does he choose a different sizing?
raise 130.
A little over a min-click. Pretty much a min-click.
Yeah.
Well, nobody else is qualified to play this hand.
No. Excellent.
Jack's going to get a free round of blinds.
And people don't realize that the free rounds of blinds in these tournaments are huge.
Huge.
I mean, a lot bigger than you would think. In cash games, you know, you take down the blinds, you're like, whatever, next hand, right? Like,
Yeah, here's your $3.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
in tournament, it's like
No, it's definitely huge getting a free round of blinds.
100%.
Do it a couple times, that really adds up.
Yeah.
It's like a British clothing company, Yums. You understand my style. You know, my buddy Craig Barnell got me into them like 10 years ago. I just really like the emblem on the front.
Yeah, it's not like skating or anything like that.
I think it's like skating culture in a sense. Yeah, I think it's like skating adjacent company.
I gotta say, shout out to all the comments in the chat. I'm not gonna repeat them, but you guys are having a great time, and I appreciate you guys.
Ian opening it up with ace-5 off. Jack's going to defend the big 10-8 off. We're going to a flop heads up. Everybody misses.
As per usual, when it's heads up, I mean, it's not every flop you're going to see great action.
Could see Ian continue here, having the driver's seat with the raise pre-flop. There, we see the continue. Unless Jack feels like getting frisky, this should be a easy hand for Ian. Yep. Jack not feeling frisky with the 10 high. Smart decision.
Not even a gutter, nothing, you know.
Yeah, nothing to go with, you know. It's hard to. You don't want to get creative out of position, that's for sure.
Want to keep the small pots in, but out of
Minimize your
position.
losses and maximize your wins for sure. Ian gonna mix it up under the gun with king 7 of clubs. He's got the chips to do so.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him make a lot of. I don't think I've seen him make any mistakes today so far.
No.
And while this isn't quite a mistake, he is loosening it up a little bit.
Yeah. 6-handed, we're going to see that opening range get a bit wider, not too much wider than 9-handed.
Definitely,
but
definitely.
he's trying to make all the money count. And we might see.
And we see Ian's under the gun raise. Bought him some position on the hand. Up against Jack in the small blind. I like the 3-bet from Jack here in the small blind. Put Ian to the test here.
Coming out of the small blind, this hand looks really strong. Usually don't want to create big pots out of position like we were just talking about.
100% right. Ian doesn't want to risk it here. Hey, you tried. On to the next one.
Jack said, "Give me my chips back."
How'd you do in the bounty? How'd you do in the bounty?
Friend of mine. It's an online site I play on.
Oh, yeah. My bad. I was talking to one of the guys, Art,
Oh yeah,
he was saying how he pulled like every big bounty.
you got like all the medium ones. Yeah, like a bunch of 1Ks and 5Ks. Yeah. When I got home, there was still like a best bet mystery bounty going on, 3-handed live stream. It was a small buy-in.
But you said, what did you say right before that? Bum?
Last night. It was about last night. Like when I got home from this, there was a 3-handed mystery bounty final table going on live stream with best bet.
Bryce waking up with the quiggities, pocket queenies.
Bryce has been pretty quiet for a while. Good time to get involved here with the queens.
Can't really see him doing more than just taking down the big blind.
That is correct. Ian's not in his play style to get involved with the king 4 off here. Unless he smells weakness, which he does not. Wait.
Oh,
I
with a
didn't
limp
realize
from
Bryce
the
with
small
the trappy limp.
blind.
And it's not going to pay off for him. Interesting. Bryce went for it. He went for the trap now.
Now he is
One
the
overcard
trap.
is not a terrible flop for him against the big blind, but we know that that's not a good spot for him. He's going to bet and see where he's at.
This could get a little wild with some lower cards coming on the turn in the river.
Ian not ready to fold for 1 bet. We're going to see a turn. Ten of clubs doesn't help anybody. Ian still with the stranglehold on the pot. Still just 1 overcard. We could see a bet and a call here. Check, check, keeping the pot small.
I like the check buy in on the river. It sets him up not to really get blown out of the water on the river if he wants to make a call or something.
Very true, but I do believe Bryce could very well think he has the best hand here. He's going to check, hope that he gets a showdown cheap with the queens. There is only 1 overcard. I do see Ian bet for value, and very possible Bryce is going to look him up. There's no reason to think he's
It's a seeing eye dog.
not good here.
Yesterday, Demalowski, he asked him.
What's that?
Yesterday, he asked if he can bring
You talked to a different guy.
yeah.
Ian's read on the situation is spot on. He's got the best hand. He's going to get some value out of it. No flush got there, no straight got there. Well, it's a 3-4. That's a highly unlikely gut shot straight, but Bryce is really only worried about the king. I wonder if he's saying, why didn't I just raise it pre-flop?
Yeah, that's usually what you're thinking in these spots.
It's gotta be it. It's a tough spot here.
I think he was really hoping for him to pump it up pre-flop so he could 3-bet him.
Was that the overbet from, that was an overbet for 450 into a 300K pot. Ian, I think he's spot on with his read of the situation. Bryce has got that's a bet that could look like a bluff. Bryce rightfully lets it go.
I'm running after this button. You guys want to play a little slower? I understand it.
You rock on. That's Nancy, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, Nancy, how we doing? You got Terry and Drew on the headphones. Got Brent in the background.
Oh, yeah, oh, for sure.
We love you too, Nancy.
I thought the only other live stream I ever played, I lasted one hand. That's why I was like, maybe you saw it. And I got it in literally drawing stone dead. Like, you couldn't be any more dead pre-flop than, like, I had nines and a guy had jacks and a guy folded nines, and he had both my suits covered. So, I mean, it was actually like 0.00. Yeah, somehow, like, 4 cards straight.
What event was this?
Some jacks, like 1500.
Here's an uneventful hand so far. I don't even think I've seen a face card here. Craig with the first face card of the hand.
Yeah.
Are we looking to get frisky with the suited 8?
Yeah. Ian, although with these hands, looking to put max pressure on this small stack just to pick up his chips and not let him play much.
You're not wrong. You want to always put them to the decision. There it is. Ian gonna test Craig's ability to call with the best hands.
And
there
he
it is.
will. And he makes the right call again.
See Ian with the little look of shock on his face. The snap call from Jack 9 suited from Craig, and we're getting weak.
Pair v pair.
Now, with the infographic saying Ian had an 8 deuce suited, he actually had an 8-6 of clubs. It makes a little bit more sense that he would attack the big blind with an 8-6 of clubs.
Yeah. I was a little confused with the deuce there.
I was confused
also,
as well.
Like
Craig's gonna ride clean with the Jack 9 and double up through Ian.
And these small stacks, they're grinding it out today.
You're not wrong. We haven't seen not one small stack go bust. Chip stacks are evening out, and it's getting more interesting as time moves on for the day. What a flop. Ian with a pair open-ended, Craig with the top pair. Always a sweat, it seems.
Yeah.
You missed an all-in.
Shit. Small blind, but
Aces against kings, he said.
As much as I'd love to see a cooler, I don't wish that upon anybody.
No, not at all.
125.
Coolers at the final table, that's painful to the soul. Craig here with 6s on the small blind. I feel like he's going to defend here with the 6s. I don't think he's going to shove there, but he's going to see a flop. Heads up to a flop. Craig gets, Craig has a lead. Bryce gets a piece.
Check.
Craig's gonna check. I feel like Bryce could check this, or he could bet and see where he's at. Could go either way. Bet for information.
Snap by
Snap
Craig.
call by
Oh
Craig. I'm
my
not sure if he
gosh.
got the info he was looking for. King on the turn gives
Ooh.
Bryce the lead. King's up for Bryce. Obviously, Craig can't like another overcard on the board to his 6s.
I think that's gonna entice Bryce to go a little bit bigger on the turn here with that snap on the flop. Like, what are you snapping on the flop that you're not calling a turn, right?
It's possible. I could see him going with a oversized. There's a, what do we got here? 75?
He bet, no, it's 300.
Oh,
He
sorry.
bet
those
pot,
are-
yeah, he
yep.
went pot.
It's a healthy bet there. Going to take it down. Craig can no longer continue. Steps out the way.
And that's why we see sometimes, you know, poker players taking their time a little bit. I mean, it's not that big of an issue, but sometimes that
PBKC
snap.
Brit, how you doing? Yeah, that snap call did definitely look strong from Craig. Although it was a quick hand. Ian in late position with the queen six, not feeling frisky. Suited queen.
I love the way Craig folds.
Stylish fold from Craig. Double flick. There he is. Feels like he knows what's up. Feels like he feels like he heard the shout out.
Oh, and we get an all in.
All in from Sean with a 10-8. David with an ace. Didn't think hard before letting it go.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be the first one out. Definitely not David. I think a lot of decisions he's made has had that in the back of his head. He doesn't want to be the first one out. Played ace-jack pretty passively against Jack.
Yeah,
Gonna
those
sip
pay
on his
jumps.
coffee and wait for another one.
Yeah, those pay jumps pretty aggressive when you start getting to the fourth and third. And
Definitely feels top heavy.
Yeah.
With an 80K difference between first and sixth place, nobody wants to be out first.
yeah.
Flig in the chat, how we doing today, sir? Thanks for joining us. You guys are funny. Twitch land, we appreciate you guys. And hilarious commentary from you guys.
Pepsi? Oh, you know what? Do my good one. Give me a Red Bull and vodka.
Vodka Red Bull, also my favorite drink.
I was surprised no one was drinking.
Vodka Red Bull.
Bring it up. Oh, okay. I saw you had a drink earlier, but I didn't know.
Yeah, it's happy hour
I
somewhere.
had 2 over the course of 4 hours.
And for Craig, it's at this final table.
Craig's got to be feeling good about where he's at. You know, he's having a great time. He's here in his
Yeah.
favorite poker room, and he's at the final table of the main event.
One of our regulars, you know, just
Yep, absolutely. What's not to celebrate?
What you do is you take whatever the subject is and then add.
Van Disney. Sean has been
And then
playing
he
great.
just turns it into something
You're
just
not
like that.
wrong.
Is that what he just did there?
Yeah.
Everybody playing pretty well this final table. Haven't seen too many people step out of
Sound
line.
really smart when you do it.
Pretty GTO heavy in everybody's strategy here today. Here looks, we got Jack with an ace on the small blind.
Stupid name, some stupid fucking
Considering.
hotel.
There it is. He's going to raise it up.
160.
How much you playing?
160. It's interesting. I feel like Jack's been choosing different sizings on his betting. He hasn't just been one of those guys who's been clicking all day.
yeah.
And it's tough to get a read on the min clicks, actually. That's why a lot of people choose it. It's a cheap way
It was an
to put some chips in the pot without risking it.
Yeah.
Bryce with the mystery hand, it seems. We're not going to see what he's got. So we're going to sweat this hand with Jack.
Yeah. I mean, Bryce was something worth defending. Making the call.
I still don't understand how you.
I mean, from the big blind, this can be anything from 5-6 suited to,
He's not wrong, honestly.
Bryce is ranged pretty wide with the defend of the big.
yeah. Easily could have an 8 or a 4 in his hand here.
Jack going to continue.
You guys saw how I lived.
Ace could definitely be good.
I live on a boat.
See where you're at with the bet. What type of information can we get on Bryce?
Quite common, practices in the water.
He's got nothing. He's going to lay it down.
His home
Airball.
defense weapon is a spear.
Jack got the info he was looking for.
That would be a good one, though.
I have a number of those.
Yeah. So I'm ready for spear first, so.
Tough way to go.
Spear.
Remember
Got you like on a rope too.
Face Off. The end of the movie, Face Off. He shoots him with a spear gun.
Very familiar with Face Off.
Never got to see it.
Face Off. That movie's really,
What's that?
I
That's
think
a
a long
classic.
time ago.
Face
It's a
Off?
classic.
10 years
Yeah,
old,
with
you can't remember. And my
Jack
family went to
Nicholson
Sean to
and
see it.
sorry, not Jack Nicholson. Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage,
and
yeah.
John Travolta. It's a great movie. I love that movie. It's a classic.
Plenty of time, yeah.
Just rubbed me the wrong way the last 30 years.
See if Craig makes it a little bigger here.
The same way.
That's
I
what
feel
I'm
like a
saying.
12-year-old.
It
when
left
I
a
watch
bad
Craig
taste
with
in my mouth.
sixes.
PTSD.
Just gonna call out of the under the gun.
Gonna limp under the gun.
Cage, John Travolta.
I'll be honest, we haven't seen a lot of that today. Limp does look pretty strong.
There's like a
96
couple
or
movies
97.
like
I feel like I would have
that,
liked
Heat-
even a
Heat
small
was very
raise
good.
with the
Usual
sixes.
suspects.
Even
Small
Jack
raise
questioning.
gets people to fold. Jack with fours on the button might look to punish the limping.
It's like the late 90s.
No,
where,
that's
like,
a flat,
action
isn't it?
thrillers were just,
Yeah.
like,
It looks like a
taking
flat.
over
It's the
Hollywood.
best shoot I've seen in the history.
Small pair's looking to set mine.
Ooh.
Now we do know that Ian has a hand worth punishing limpers.
For real.
So he's gonna go a little bit bigger here than the usual min click.
We do have two
Thanks for
limpers,
the invite, dog.
and while
I went to a karaoke party.
while both of these guys could have a hand, I feel like you can't be scared of the boogeyman. Got to protect your hand.
Our high schoolers, they came over and hung out, and they, one of the kids knew
Ian
every
showing no fear.
Eminem, like every song.
350.
He was, a junior
That's
in
a
high
healthy
school,
raise.
props.
Yeah.
We used to do that. We used to recite
Olive.
Craig with the snap shove,
Oh my.
and that looks
Which is it?
super strong from under the gun.
The limp?
Limp shove.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Super strong, of course.
He
yeah.
looks, he's representing a monster here.
Like 2010,
And
12 or something.
we know he's in a flip, but Ian can't feel all that great about it.
1.155.
Yeah, you don't see these spots a lot in these main event final tables. These limp shoves.
I do like Craig. Craig is showing the creative side of himself here.
Yeah.
I feel like this is more of a cash game type of play.
Yeah, 100%.
Craig was showing no fear though. He's got the best hand with sixes.
Yeah.
He's got the best hand in the slight lead.
Jack's hand already folded.
Jack
Yeah.
quick folded. Ian
Craig with the
got the chip count and rightfully called. We're taking a flip here with ace queen versus sixes.
Yep. Craig got that 1% edge. Let's see if we can do it.
Flop is favorable for him. Takes a 3-1 lead on the hand. 7, no help to Ian. Got 6 outs, bricks it. Craig with a big double up.
Huge double up. Taking down the chip
Craig.
leader down to.
I was just talking about nobody getting creative, and here we go. Craig showing that he's very capable of it. Respectable limp shove with sixes. Rides clean. Huge
Wow.
double.
So we got a handicap here.
We see Ian here at the shortest stack that he's had in, I would say, 2 days. Still healthy with 2.2-ish million in chips here. We got updated chip counts. Bryce is on top. Sean went from bottom to the top. Started from the bottom, now he's here.
Yeah, and everybody now just about in fighting
Craig.
range of each other
Craig
besides
taking
David.
3rd place of the 18% of the chips. Wow, that was a big hand for Craig. We have not seen one short stack bust yet. Everybody's still in this.
And now everybody not even short stacked. Our shortest stack 1 mil.
Stacks are evening out for sure. It's anybody's game still. Chips are flying here.
Well, this is the Action Palace. Even our cash games downstairs get wild like this.
They don't call us the Action Palace for no reason. Let's see, we got the action folder here to Bryce on the button. 10-9 off, he's got the button. Ian just lost a big one. He's not looking to get involved with the ace-5 off. He's gonna pick a better spot. Craig might defend here with the suited jack against a min click on the button. The button's range is pretty wide. Craig might want to play the rush here. He's looking at his chips. I think he's thinking about it. I wouldn't mind a fold. I wouldn't mind a call. He's going to call.
Yeah. He's going to want to see some hearts over here.
Play the rush, Craig. Play the rush. Interesting flop.
Flops
Not much, but a little bit for everybody. Craig with a gut shot, 1 over. Bryce with 2 overs and an open-ended straight here to the nuts. The rainbow flop 8 high. I think it's a good enough flop for Craig to, for Bryce to continue. Depending on the sizing, I don't know if Craig wants to play the rest of his hand out of position.
100.
Seems like Bryce sends out a 100K probe, little probe bit.
Little gimme gimme.
Craig's not done yet. He's still interested in this pot.
Good Good for Bryce.
Gotta say that ace on the turn is definitely, he's got the range advantage on this one. Ace is more likely to be in his range than Craig's at this point. How many are left? Oaks. Hey, Oaks Poker, Mr. Oktai.
Okay.
He is curious how many left. We're down to the final 6 here, but
Yeah, and they are all feisty, let me say.
they're all good time to take a break. Brent, come on in, buddy.
No. So yeah, I saw the sixes ace queen hand. Yeah. He was. Yeah, I saw the sixes ace queen hand. Oh shit.
What's that?
It's my phone. Yeah.
You guys know the old man Gina place here? He was just upstairs before. He last time when they were here in April, he stacked him twice in his own tournament. And that was why he invited him to come out to Vegas and all that shit.
Had some nice hands while you're gone, Brent.
Yeah. See everybody about even in chips. You got one guy at 1 million. I just saw the chip counts.
Yeah, David is the
David's
only
a
one.
short.
Yeah.
Okay. Van, this is on a 15-minute delay. So they started at noon. We got started around 12:15. And yeah, we are still waiting for our first knockout. We've had some good action here, but no eliminations yet.
Wow, no, that would have been a power move. That would have been smart.
You know, I'm really rooting for Craig here. Unfortunately, I mean, we're not supposed to be taking
Unfortunately?
sides,
Oh, we're taking sides. I got Jack.
but we taking sides, I guess.
We taking sides. I got Jack. But you like the way Craig's played? You like the six
Yeah,
move?
you know,
He won you over with that?
Yeah, he's just, he's having fun out there. He's having
Yeah.
a drink also. He's
Oh yeah, I saw the chat. What was the favorite drink? I didn't hear it.
vodka Red Bull.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree with Jacob.
Yeah. David, finally seeing a hand here. He had that pocket tens that he folded away, but
Yeah, we got ace jack of diamonds here in the blind.
getting put all in by Sean.
Call.
And a quick call. Wow. Well, this happened quick.
This is not a hand I expected, especially with a 6-7-0.
David is a short stack, and he's got to dodge a 6 or a 7. Well, now he doesn't have to dodge anything.
Drawing
He's
dead,
got
yeah.
a flush draw. And I mean, Sean hit it straight, didn't he? Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But, yeah, not going to be enough. And that escalated very quickly there.
Yeah. Sean just trying to grab those blinds, but running into a brick wall.
Like, okay, I got a pair. And
Yeah, he just moved all in and got snap called. I mean,
Yeah.
David's a short stack, but he still had $1 million there. I mean,
Now Sean moving down to that about 1 million, 1 point.
yeah, we're trying to figure that one out too. Very loose jam. I mean, if you want to pick up the blinds, you can make a raise here. I mean, you don't have to risk everything.
All right.
Risk the whole $1 million David had at least.
Yeah, I mean, I could see the play if, he had 400,000, maybe like 300.
I mean, obviously, if he doesn't have a calling hand, you're feeling great. Still,
Yeah.
you get him off like an ace-4, good move. But very risky move, and there you see the risk backfire there for Sean, and he is right back to being the short stack.
We're at hand number 52 here. Blinds just went up, I believe, 40, 80, 80. Just
Yeah,
shoved by
still
him.
not enough for that shove to really make sense.
Oh, no, I'm just saying that the blinds went up.
No, but someone asked, but I'm like,
Oh.
still, the blinds aren't high enough there for that to make
Yeah,
sense.
no, yeah.
And yeah, again, of course, yeah, unfortunate that he had a real hand, but he also risked the whole $1 million of chips that he
Yeah.
had a real hand. And
Yeah.
I don't think that was necessary there.
David might look to open it up right here.
Wait, did I just see that right? Does Sean still have 3.7 mil?
I mean, each of those yellow stacks are about 500K.
So no, there's no way he has that much. Yeah, he has like 150, 1.5, 1.7 and change.
Yeah.
I thought graphics had him at like 3.7. I was like, wait.
No, yeah.
When did he get that many chips?
Yeah, he's got about 1.78 or something like that. Not anywhere near 3 mil.
Yeah, Nautica, welcome in. Yeah, we got a good little turnout here for this. A
Yeah.
lot of money on the line.
Bryce gonna make the call, and we're gonna get to a flop here.
Call.
Yep, David making it 175. Bryce gonna call in the big blind. So Bryce liking this flop. Still behind, but flush draw obviously.
A lot of good turns for him. Also, he could turn a 4. Club obviously is a great turn.
Hell, I mean, a 6 is a good turn here. I was about to say a 5, and I was like, oh wait, no, 5 would be bad. Bryce will check to David. David gonna fire. I can't tell the difference between those pinks and reds. What was that, 115?
115, yeah.
That's what I was gonna guess, but
Yeah. About 1/4 pot. Bryce is most likely gonna come along.
yeah, with the flush draw,
Yeah, of course.
he ain't going anywhere.
Nah.
Not gonna raise though either. So yep, just a flat. And an 8. That's
Wow.
another card that's good for Bryce.
Very nice.
Now he wants to hit that 5. Or no, it's a 4. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's close. Yeah,
13
still doesn't
outs.
want to hit that 5. 4 or 9 for the straight, 6 for the pair, and any club. Goes check, check there. So free river for Bryce, and there's the check mark for Bryce because it's a king of clubs. David does not have anything besides ace high, however, so gotta imagine Bryce will probably fire here unless he tries to play for a trap.
Yeah, with that king coming on the river in David's range, Bryce could bet small here thinking he has it and try to get some value out of his flush.
Yeah, probably like 350, maybe half pot.
It looks like he's about to
Or
go
maybe
full
he's gonna
pot.
go over the pot.
Yeah.
Bet. 625.
A little under, 625. Yeah, basically a pot size bet here.
Sigh and
And I
fold
think
for
however he
David.
sized that, he wasn't getting any more chips out of David.
Yeah. I mean, these blinds also are getting really big. Next blind jump, it's going to be 50-100. Everybody's going to have about
Yeah,
20 big blinds.
250K in orbit, and we're
Yeah.
six-handed, so that orbit happens quick.
Yeah, everybody got about 20 big blinds. Sean still not at 3.7 with the graphics. He's got about 1.8.
Yeah, see, that's what I saw. I was like, wait, how did he get this many chips? Because
Yeah,
he was on the up when I left, but he was only at like 1.2 when I left.
All right.
I'm going to tell.
And
Option.
probably check this one through. We're going to go to a flop. Ten high, flopping best.
This looks like blind versus blind, yeah.
Yeah, blind v blind, yeah.
10 high, now open-ended.
With the flush draw.
Okay.
Oh, I mean Bryce with the
Yeah,
flush draw.
no, that's an action card. One open-ended, one flush draw, yeah.
Bryce also with the gut shot. He needs Ian's 10.
All right, so this has been a limp check pot up to this point, so likely to get some additional chips in at this point. Bryce is going to fire 125. See how Ian plays it. Just a call. Let's see the river. Ace of hearts. So all those options for both players, and
Brick.
it's going to be 10 high that's going to be good here.
Cash room rat. You know him, right? You're a pit guy.
Everyone's face here.
You're a pit guy. He's a 2-5 guy.
175.
I don't like not the 2-5s. Everyone, I don't hold my head with it.
Yeah, you do. You guys close the curtains in there. You have your own little kingdom. You get your DoorDash.
All right, Bryce is going to fire with the 7 high and
You have your own
take it
little
down.
world in there.
So good bet there on the river. Only way he was going to win that hand.
Play cash here a lot. Like cash legend.
Yeah, but he's in
I would
the,
legends it. I wouldn't. That's your word.
You seem pretty legendary based on.
Oh, I mean,
he's in the turbo room, and we're just all grinding it out in the 2-5.
What's the turbo room?
It's a, you know, just a curtained off area. It's, you know, 2 tables.
I play a lot of
What's the
high-low.
stakes? Oh, it's high low. Yeah, that's
80, 80.
like. I feel like that's been the game here for.
It's like a
forever.
25-50 high-low down.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah,
shit,
I played it a long time ago. It was a really fun game. Yeah, it didn't. It wasn't.
Every time I
It
get in
wasn't
the
that
world
big.
and find money, then
Yeah,
they
pinks are
raise
100K.
the size.
Raise
Yeah,
160.
I don't know. Maybe it was one. Someone was telling me there was like $4 million on the table when I came here.
There's a
At some. It was a while.
there's a hold'em game. There's a hold'em game that plays bigger than the high-low. The hold'em game that plays biggest game, then the high-low, and then a couple of 5-10, 5-25.
Never expected.
So we got Sean raising it up here, 160,000. And Craig will show and fold the queen deuce offsuit.
Same hand. Crap. I don't believe it.
Sean will also show queen, much better kicker.
Yeah.
Pro comes.
Keeping that kicker a secret though.
I tell him the truth. I say go to Hard Rock.
So again, we got Sean at 3.7 mil in chips. He does not have that after that hand with David. He's got more like 1.7. Yeah, he's got a pink on top of there. Yeah, just about that.
Yeah.
In Jacksonville.
Cash game here. Go downstairs on a weeknight at like 8 o'clock.
For like 5 or.
Yeah.
Naples is another nice little hidden spot. You get private
I've
games.
never been. Been to a place like
Action folding around here to Ian on the button. He will lay it down. So we are blind versus blind. Craig 7-5 of diamonds in the small blind.
They're not like real casinos.
Right.
Like places that would kind of just be like
Dania.
It's also like places that had money, right?
For sure.
This area is
But you would just assume like it would be at Hard Rock or Creek or something, but it's really not.
Yeah.
Action Palace. Everybody bitches
I
about
want to know what's keeping the legs on here, man. Huge building, a lot of space. Poker's
No,
the only-
they're tearing this down. It's already sold.
Yeah.
I thought the airport bought it, right?
Yeah, well, not the airport, an investment group that's going to develop it. They haven't decided what they're doing with it yet, but they're building us a new building just north of here, on the same street.
Yep. So they're gonna keep the poker room somewhere.
Yeah, we're going to get a purpose-built poker room instead of this crazy
Right.
shit. You know, a purpose-built
160.
poker room, purpose-built tournament room. You know.
Yeah, why not?
it's a makeshift.
That's like
160?
Sarasota moved and they turned to old Winn-Dixie into a poker room.
Probably up more, but yeah.
They were saying they also appeared somewhere. Yeah, they were just come and get your money now.
All right, so we got Jack here raising up to 160,000 under the gun. We got a call from Craig on the button with ace queen. Jack with ace 10. Flop 10-8-5, couple of diamonds. Jack now taking the lead. Top pair, top kicker. Jack small bet here, 125. Call from Craig. 7 of clubs on the turn, keeping Jack in the lead. Jack gonna check. Probably laying the ground for a little trap here. Craig gonna bet 325,000. Jack got to be feeling pretty good here, obviously. Top pair, top kicker. Not looking to get out of this hand by any means. He will choose to flat here. 6 of diamonds on the river. Kind of puts a lot, made a lot of draws, obviously. Made the flush draw.
One-liner.
Not that he's putting Craig on a 9, but 9 would beat him. But check on the river. Craig not looking to fire another barrel at this pot, so Jack's 10 is going to hold up. And we'll pot a 1.4 million. Nice one there for Jack to be raking in.
Raise 175.
All right, Bryce is going to raise here to 175,000 with the pocket fives under the gun.
Nope.
No takers. So I got to do research now.
Not just saying that because you're here, but
Yeah, what's that?
has been really good. Like, super good deals.
Actually, my friend.
All right.
The guy they talk about.
There has been value.
You weren't here for the earlier,
Did I miss one?
the road crew that Tony brought with him was like the worst you've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
They were dealing this tournament?
Yeah, but they were dealing like, with the satellites and the,
Okay, not yeah. I mean,
not the main.
I've only had
And then he figured out which ones were no good and got rid of all but 2 of them. Yeah.
Action here on Craig, Queen Jack of clubs.
Raise.
Going to raise it up, making it 160,000.
Pretty standard.
Min raise, yep. Sean laying down the ace-7 of clubs. Action on Bryce with king-10 of spades, and he's in the big blind. Definitely not going to be folding here.
And he's gonna make the call.
Just a call, yep. Heads up to the flop. 8-9-4. Neither player connecting. Craig gonna c-bet here, making it 125. And Bryce will lay down the king high. So the c-bet gets the job done there for Craig.
Thank you.
Well, we are on hand number 60, guys. We are leading off here with Craig again, this time with ace-king
Raise
offsuit. Putting in a raise for 160.
Absolute beast of a hand.
Folding around here to the blinds. Bryce going to lay down queen 10 offsuit. Ian in the big blind, ace-7.
Could see a defend here.
Yeah, again, it's just 80K more. Gotta imagine he's called, but no, he's going to choose to lay it down. So.
Yeah, that raise under their gun is really strong.
Yep.
Probably has an ace holding, so his lower ace is just dominated by his
Yeah,
range.
even though he already had half the bet in, he chooses to let him have it.
Yeah.
80.
Oh my god, the first appearance of American Airlines Arena for David with the shortest stack at the table.
For David, I was like, I know I saw it once before. I forget who had it. did see it once.
This is not a shove moment at all.
No, we saw him with the kings. He chose to try to play for value. And
Raise.
he'll do the same here
160.
with the min raise, 160. Jack right behind with queen jack off suit. He will lay that down. Folds around to the blinds. Ian lets it go. Action on Craig in the big blind. He will show an 8-3, it looked like. Whatever it was, not nearly enough to make the call.
Yeah. Unfortunate for David not being able to get a caller there.
As we've seen, we saw him shove so much, and then when he raises for try to get a little value out of his hand, it probably sets off red flags for these guys.
Yeah. Could see Jack over there contemplating his queen jack.
So again, we still have Sean at 3.9K, that is, or 3.5K. We're way above that, 3.9 million. He's got a lot less than that. Otherwise, I haven't seen anything really stand out.
Yeah. And these big stacks, you know, that were big stacks, wanted to take advantage earlier when they had that massive big blind lead. But with these blinds going up to almost 100K soon, everybody's going to be about in the same little 20 big blind, 30 big blind boat.
So I'm saying we haven't seen an elimination yet. We've seen some good action, but we haven't seen anyone knocked out yet. But these blinds keeping on getting higher. It's only a matter of time.
Call.
Give you one.
Yeah. You're good? Every time.
Call. 3 players.
Well, he does.
Top pair right here for Bryce.
Yeah, 3 ways here to the flop. King, queen, pocket 5s, and jack 10. Jack 7-7 flop. Checks around. 9 of spades on the turn. Bryce remains in the lead.
And picks up a little gutter. Even though the gutter gives Craig the biggest straight. And Sean can still hit a 5. Although I don't think he's getting to the next card. Yeah.
Bet 200.
Bryce gonna bet his jack here, 200,000. Craig's just looking at 2 overs with another player behind. Yeah, he's gonna fold. Now action on Sean. He's got all overs. Obviously one of them's paired, but still not a good board here for 5s at this point. Not just playing 1 player, but 2 in that pot. So the odds somebody hit that board pretty good. He'll give him credit for it, and Bryce gonna take it down.
The shiny spot.
You look good.
All right, Jack looking at a mystery hand here. He's also looking to grab some chips.
On the 75 raise.
Under the gun
Yeah,
too.
under
It's
the
gotta be
gun,
pretty
175. Bryce gonna lay it down. Action on Ian with ace-10 off suit. Ian, yeah, he took a little tumble in chips there while I was gone, down to about 1.7 we got him at. He'll lay down the ace-10 there.
Is that Chumley from Pawn Stars?
I didn't watch that show ever, so that one went over my head.
That was a bit dirty, my guy, but don't do him like that. Poor guy. He's just trying to play some poker.
Yeah, I guess I can see it. I had to Google that.
Yeah. And as our Moneymaker series here is coming to a close, we do have that one last Big O event. $500 buy-in, 30-minute levels.
You got literally 19 minutes to get in, so make your way on down.
Buy-ins all the way up until 6:30.
Oh, wait, I lied. Oh, my bad. That was
The Mayhem.
the Mayhem. You got 19 minutes. Okay, no, you still got more time to come for the Big O. Yeah, 6:30. You got a whole 4 hours and 19 minutes.
Yeah.
So you can grab a little lunch, an early dinner, then come on down.
So we got food here too. We got the tournament bar food options, you know. We got the grab and go items. We got for the main meal, we got pulled pork sandwiches and potato salad.
160 rate.
Ooh. Gonna see a little action here.
So yeah, Craig raised to 160K here, and Bryce in the big blind with ace-10 of hearts is just gonna call.
Call.
Heads up here between Craig and Bryce. Ace, Jack, 7. Bryce taking the lead, top pair.
I'm Craig. I'm not feeling too good about this board, but
No, those are not the payouts for this tourney, guys. Sorry for that misinformation. No, 98,000 is top prize for this one. $98,074. 68,000 and change for second, 44 and change for third, 28 for fourth, 22 for fifth, and 18 for sixth. So yeah, they're playing for a lot more than that.
yeah, no, 100%.
Not sure what tournament that info's from.
Oh yeah, that seems to be from our
One of the previous ones, yeah.
one of the 100K and monthly tournaments we have here every month.
Check.
So a bunch of checks here. Craig not improving with those fours. Bryce's ace still good here.
No club, he says.
Craig not going to take a stab at it here at the end. Yeah, club's slowing down the action.
And Bryce almost up to 5 million. If the graphics are right on that.
Yeah, we'll eyeball his stack, but the last time I looked at his stack, it looked about right. So.
Yeah. I mean, his stacks aren't even.
Yeah, because that one in the front is. I think both of those are pink there. So yeah,
He's
he's
rocking.
He might almost have more than that.
Yeah.
If those are both two full
Pinks. That's
pinks,
like 4.
and then 2 yellows there, that's 5 and change. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got about 5.5 almost, I think. And after the tournament over here, we will be doing an interview with Tony Burns and the winner of the tournament. Stay tuned after the tournament for all that good news.
Blind versus blind here. Bryce with a suited ace is going to limp, and Ian with a king 8 is going to check. So a couple hands that could have seen a raise there. Ian going to take the lead here with a pair of 8s. Bryce checking the flop. Ian will also check. Turn is a 10 of spades. Ian remaining in the lead.
Only an ace can save Bryce.
Bryce continuing to check. See if Ian probably going to take a nope. Still going to check it. 5 of diamonds on the river.
Ian thinking if this guy has any 5x or 3x in his range, maybe a pair lower than 8s that he can value bet. This chat being awfully rowdy today. I love it.
180,000 is the bet here from Ian. And he will take it down.
Is that the one? Oh, with games. Yeah.
I know it's got comp like Big Short, which is like my favorite movie. But just Big Short. You would like that. Yeah, my brother saw it with his girlfriend, and he's like, "Don't go see it." But and then my girlfriend saw it with her mom. So
Action on Sean here, looking down at King Jack.
160.
I wouldn't watch it though. I like Ryan Gosling. Yeah.
And he will raise it up, 180,000.
David has been pretty conservative today, I would say.
Yeah, folding the pocket nines there.
Didn't even think for too long before he folded the 9s. He's not looking to be the first one to go here.
No callers for Sean's race. He will take that one down.
I tell you, things have really been going Sean's way all day today, man. Started off kind of rocky, a little short, and here he is. Healthy stack.
Yeah, IG reels, all those. Goosebumps is back in biz. Back in business. Yeah, he's a new show. Oh yeah, I didn't even really read them. I just collected them. Just like the covers. And like,
Play nice, kids in the chat. Play nice. You guys are funny. Action folds to Ian on the dealer button.
King 10 offsuit here. He
Good
will
enough for a raise.
put in a little race.
Greg, thinking about it with an ace in his hand,
Come on.
he does not believe Ian. He's going to rip it
All in.
Snap fold from Ian, not looking to double up Craig again.
Chip counts for you guys. We do have Sean Stack fixed now at 1.5 million. Craig at 1.3. Ian around 1.5 as well. Got David at 1.7. Jack 2.8. And yeah, Bryce might even have a little more than that, but he has opened up a nice chip lead here.
What's important for me to note on the chip stacks here is that the 3 bottom stacks are all very even. Any one big mistake could cost him the day.
Raise.
Any one double up from any of the shorter stacks could hurt anybody at this time. As we see here, Greg with aces on the button looking ideal, but getting no action on him.
red ones are better.
Are they?
Yeah, slightly. A couple percentage points.
What do you think, Brent? You seen anybody step out of line today? I feel like it's been pretty standard, straightforward poker.
I don't know if you were on break when Sean, well, it was blind versus blind, and Sean shoved with a 7-6 offsuit. And David had about $1 million in chips, a little more, and snap called with ace jack, obviously.
Wow.
So that was the craziest thing
And
we've
I
seen.
see Sean is still here, so
Yeah, he had built up. From what we saw, he was at like 300,000, 295 at one point. So he's built it up nicely, but that cost him a little bit.
of course I would miss one of the more interesting creative plays of the day.
I mean, obviously just trying to steal some blinds, you understand that, but David had over $1 million, so the all-in was a little
bit more on the risky side for
yeah.
sure.
Prop bet of all time is the one where the
So
odds
that was probably the most out of line thing we've seen
30
here.
people, the odds
But
like someone
as we
wins
say, he's still got a healthy stack, so.
is over 50%.
Craig's got alligator blood.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah, same month and day.
Not year.
Not year, just month and day.
Just month and day.
Because it's like, once you get to like, whatever, 25th, 26th person, that person has 25 different options to hit. So it's like,
Action on David here on the button. He does look a little short on chips. We got him a 1.5. Unless he's got more chips behind that hand, he might have a little less than that.
175.
He's gonna
What about
just
at a 6-man
call?
poker table?
Is that what that is?
175.
175.
Yeah,
Okay,
a
yeah,
little
I
more than a
can't,
big win.
tell with those pink and red chips
I
there in the
can't tell
back.
either, but I did happen to hear Kevin the dealer announce it. I believe we're going to see some action here with Bryce ace-10 off on the big. I haven't seen Bryce do any crazy moves from the big blind and the small blind. It seems like he's aware of his out-of-position status and not looking to get in big pots in those spots.
all in.
He is going to attack.
All in,
David.
snap fold from David.
He does choose
The
to
riskier
put David
richer.
to the test, and David rightfully folds quickly. Tell you, Bryce has been playing very well today, and things have definitely been going his way.
Yeah. Trying to think back to when we started. I believe he was, well, I have the sheet here. I believe he was second in chips.
I do believe
so,
he was second
Yeah.
in chips
Yep.
to start the day.
He
and
started
he's
with 3
only-
million,
he's
so
only been
he's
up from
added
there.
at least 2 million to his stack.
Haven't seen him in any tricky situations either. It's pretty important in tournament play that, you know, the less tough spots you get in, the better you are overall. But sometimes you can't help it in poker. We all know
Yep.
this. Avoiding danger when possible is.
You ain't gonna get a walk here. Haven't seen too many of those today.
If they didn't hand out any Moneymaker swag. Last time, like when I
got
won.
one.
Oh, they gave us? When they last time I won like
I
a
just jokingly asked for one.
last time when I won like one of those stupid nightly tournaments, like he was giving out like deck cards,
Craig wondering where his Moneymaker swag is.
T-shirts.
Why don't you ask Tony
Checking
Burns?
everything up, so if you asked, he'll
I'm sure he'd be happy to accommodate these final table guys. Putting in all this work.
I'm like,
Least he can do is get a hat.
175, not so much.
Jack looking down here at pocket eights, making 175,000. Ian small blind, 7-8 of clubs. Certainly a hand you'd like to see a flop with sometimes, but he's going to choose to fold it. Craig, however, another pocket pair, pocket fours, we'll see a flop.
Well, we almost had an action flop.
Yeah, I would have liked that 7-8 to get in there.
10-8-4 one time for the action. I don't wish upon that to anybody, but it's good for the TV show. Quick bet from Jack and a quick fold from Craig. We're on to the next one.
Yeah, Craig not continuing with the force.
Craig not feeling frisky with the fours today. Maybe if it was sixes, he would have got crazy. We've seen him do that once before.
David under the gun here, looking down at Queen Jack. He is the short stack. Is this the moment here? He's going to have 160K in automatically next hand. Thought about it, but decides to fold. Again, we're over 2 hours in here. None of these guys still are wanting to be the first one eliminated.
Nobody's giving up, that's for sure. It's pretty crazy to me that every single all-in scenario that we've had seen the short stack double up.
Oh.
We got Craig with the mystery hand limping on the small blind. We're going blind versus blind on this one.
Queen deuce 5. Pair fives for Sean. And he's going to bet him.
That'll do it.
And that's going to be all that's needed. Quick fold from Craig. Action on Jack here with a suited ace-8 under the gun.
Jack likes to get involved a little bit more than the average player here, and I feel like he could raise or he could fold. I could see it go either way. Yeah, he's choosing to not get involved under the gun position.
We're going to go blind versus blind here. Sean the small blind, 5-4 offsuit. Is he going to give him a walk with it? Yeah, I think
He's not going to try that one
he's
again.
learned his lesson, yeah, from that 7-6 offsuit.
Not going to try that one again, for sure. He's going to wait for a better spot.
365 days, it's like almost 10% that it's going to match on the last one alone. So if it's 10, like those are probably,
I'm going to be honest, I think it would have worked that time.
Folding around here to David in the small blind. And back-to-back walks.
Nobody chose to step out of line on this one. I do love an easy decision. You can't make anything, but you can't lose anything either.
Raise. 160.
Craig opening up here with a min raise. Can't see what he's got. Folding around to Bryce in the big blind with a jack deuce offsuit.
Not going to look him up.
You will show him and fold him.
Jack deuce, it has to be Jack deuce off. I think it's chalk top. I learned the hard way.
Usually how you learn in life.
Four bet. Welcome to my land.
Get your face, partner.
Yeah.
Worldwide Nutrition, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Oh, it's a gifted sub. Thanks for the gifted sub. Here we go. Craig with the jiggities under the gun. He's going to get tricky. Now he's going to raise it up. 160 to go.
Make it a 160. Yep. The standard race.
Jack wants to play his position.
Yeah, on the button with some suited cards here with straight potential. Jack 9 of diamonds.
I will say that does seem very much like Jack's style.
No, I don't mind it at all. On the button. Just got a stack to make a call. Ian here, we can't see what he's got. He's thinking it over, and he will call as well. So 3 players here at the flop.
3 players.
Ace, queen, 6. Not the flop Jack was looking for. Not really a flop Craig was looking for either with 2 overs.
Definitely not happy to see 2 overs when you got
And it
pocket jacks.
checks around really quickly. We get a 10 on the turn, and now Jack's all of a sudden liking his hand a little better.
He has picked up some equity here.
Now
pretty
open-ended. Craig is
325.
going to fire 325.
I think Craig's looking to see where he's at. Jacks could be good. There's only one way to find out. I don't think Jack knows it, but this would be such a good time for a raise.
You'd think so. We have Craig at 890,000,
To
so
be fair, we can't see Ian's hand. I don't think
Yeah.
Craig. I think if Jack puts Craig to the test, I don't think he can call off here with Jacks. I just don't see
yeah,
it
with
being
2
possible.
overs, probably not. Just a flat. No action on Ian, and he is not looking to fold at least right away.
I would love to know what Ian's hand is. If there is an ace in this hand, it's got to be in Ian's hand.
All in.
There it is.
And this is an all-in from Ian.
I wonder if
And
he hit the
well,
gut shot. Does he have?
Now you were saying if Jack put Craig to the test, you don't think he'd be able to look him up. Now it's going to be even harder. He got called and now raised.
On top of it, Craig is in the middle of this position. He's in the worst
I
spot.
can't
He's got
see
Jack
him.
behind him.
He's got more chips than we give him credit for here, I believe. He got, what, that looks like 4.
I'm looking at 7-8. I think
It's
I think
close.
890 looks about right.
Yeah.
He's
Either way,
gonna
he's going to
step out the
fold.
way. Yeah, you can't really. It's a really tough spot for Jacks to be in.
How much more is it? 835,000 more?
It's about a, what is that? About a third, about a quarter of Jack's remaining stack. It's not a small amount.
Only has the.
I wonder if Ian recognizes the situation and is attacking. I would love to know Ian's hand right here. He's gonna get away with it no matter what.
We will never know.
I have a feeling he had it.
Yeah, I do too.
I feel like that's such a strong play against 2 players, unless you have a superb read on the situation.
That
Ian's hand
counts.
warranted the all-in, and it took it down.
Yeah, Ian building it back up. Bryce still in the lead, 4.9. Jack 3.3. But Ian now up to 3rd place.
He's definitely fighting his way back from the bottom. Been on top all day. His stack has been up and down all day. He's seen some volatility in his stack size.
David and Craig are the short stacks at this point.
Got some cheers from the rail here. Action folded around to Bryce on the button. He's got an ace in his hand.
Got an
It's
ace.
likely going to be a little raise.
Makes it 175 to go. And no action for him. He will take it down.
Just on the only place I use that is on Poker Stars at a home game.
Bryce looking down here at Queen Jack offsuit.
Definitely got the stack to get involved here.
Oh no, he's been doing a great job with the big stack here. He's been putting pressure. He's going to raise this one up as well, 175.
Game of poker really rewards aggression, and Bryce is showing that he knows what he's doing here. Taking advantage of the chips that he's got. Craig here contemplating with the 5 high.
Yeah, unless we have a misread here, I don't know what the delay is.
Maybe he's thinking about what he's going to have for dinner tonight.
Unless he's saying Bryce is raising a lot, not giving him credit for a hand, thinking if he does go all in, it'll be a quick fold, but he chooses not to.
Even if that's correct, I think
Yeah.
5-3
5
offsuit
high is not the right
not
time
the
to.
best spot to choose. Sean gonna rip it with the mystery. hand.
Yeah,
Can't see
Sean
his
will make
cards.
that move, however.
Whatever it is.
That's the other problem with that 5-3. You also got somebody else behind you.
Very true. I'm assuming Sean had ace 10 or better. Decided it's a good time to rip it.
Quick fold from Bryce as expected, so Sean takes that one down.
Really haven't seen Sean step out of line today. I think the worst spot he put himself in wasn't a terrible spot to be in, but he had king, queen of clubs, facing a raise and shoved all in against Craig. Doubled up through Craig on that one.
That's 7-6.
Ah, that's correct.
You missed that one.
I forgot about the 7-6 hand. All right, so 2 hands. To be fair, 2 hands. Not too bad. You know, you gotta try some things sometimes.
Hey, we
Wasn't
gotta
he
give
out
him
of
a
line?
break. Yeah,
No, no.
he wasn't here. He was on break
I
during
wasn't
that
here.
hand.
I wasn't here for that. Then again, a random hand against a big blind and the big blind's a short stack. I guess 7-6 isn't the best time. Sean with another Mr. See, here we go. Here we have another spot where we were just talking about it. And it doesn't matter what Sean's hand is. He's going to show an ace. Yeah,
Let's show an ace this time.
It's a good time when you have an ace. But you really got to put pressure on the blinds here. You know, you really got to. Can't let them get in cheap. You can't let them walk.
They're laughing about it.
There was one last night where I just didn't pick up my hand.
Sean is the GOAT.
Yeah, there were a few where just like just blank.
Poor David here just can't get anything going today.
Says he has pocket 60s.
But he's been very patient, I will say. He's been very conservative, very patient. Craig with the double flick fold. We've seen that many times today.
Sean on the button here with a nice hand, ace queen of spades.
I wouldn't mind putting some chips in with that hand and click on the button. Pretty standard.
Check. Yeah,
Jack
it was a
with
min
suited
click.
connectors. We know
We're
he
definitely
likes-
seeing a flop here.
He likes to defend with suited connectors. We're gonna see a
Yeah,
flop
I don't
here.
blame him.
It's definitely in his style.
I would like kind of want to see that.
Looking like Jack takes the lead with a pair.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a little more.
King 6-3. Yep, sixes take the lead. What's
There's
that
a
turn
queen
card
on the
though? Yeah,
turn.
not for long.
I'd like to get try one day.
Sean is going to bet the queen.
85,000.
Small bet, 85,000.
It's a very interestingly small bet. Small enough for Jack to call. It's another one.
And another queen, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Sean was comfortable on the first one, but
Yeah. Maybe he'll bet a little bit more this time.
you're not wrong here. He is loading up. 375, maybe 4.
4, yeah.
Give him mine
Think
up
of
on
4.
400. 4 it is. It's a healthy bet. 3/4 size of a pot.
What am I supposed to riffle? Like one pink chip?
They're introducing the million chips too.
Bring the thousands back out.
It's a pretty polarizing bet from Sean. Jack really only has a bluff catcher at this point, but it's either a bluff or he's got it, and we all know that he's got it, but Jack just not sure if he wants to believe him. What type of hands are you really beating here? Ace, Jack, Ace 10? Yeah, he's gonna look him up. He's gonna look him up there.
Makes
Sean
the
taking
call,
down
and
another
Sean, yeah. Nice bet there on the end, yeah. I think that was what I was thinking too. He's putting him on like an ace 10, ace 9.
Tony Burns giving us the update. We do have a race-off coming soon. We're going to color off the red chips.
I need to get 3 separate rate.
I would assume that means we have a break coming in here soon.
Right.
Is it? No, we thought, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the sizing of that turn bet and then a much bigger one on the river. That
It was an interesting turn bet.
raised
for
some
sure.
flags there for Jack.
It was such a small turn bet.
And here we go, we got
I
an
think
all
it
in.
confused Jack.
Ooh, and look at what David's got. Here we got the 2 short stacks with hands, and
I believe we're going to see an all-in situation.
even if the best hand holds, or the short stack doubles up here, it's going to cripple the other one, it looks like, because these guys are about even.
It's kind of
Although,
tough
is
to
David
see
really going to lay down the
he's been
tens
very
here?
tight today, man.
He has been, but
He can't.
he's
He can't
so
fold the
low,
tens
he
there.
can't.
It sucks to go up against another short stack because
He
you'd
is
much
all
rather
in,
have.
yeah.
You'd much rather fold and ladder up, but you know, you can't fold the tens, man. If you want a chance to win, you got to take some risks, and this is a good
There
spot
it
to
is.
take a spot. Take a spot.
So we have it as Craig being the one at
How
risk.
could you not risk it?
85,000 difference between the two, and
Wow,
the
big
tens
flop
are
for David.
way ahead now. Runner straight's about the
That's
only
it.
outs. That's it, yeah.
Turn card will lock it up for David. He's going to double.
So if those
and
graphics
we
are
have-
correct, then Craig is getting up and getting ready to leave.
We
Yep.
have our first casualty of the day, boys and girls.
So Craig played well today, but he will be leaving us in 6th place here, which is going to be taking home $18,237.
Then but I was gonna say like the tens is like a hand.
And Jeff?
I've
Good
said
ball.
this before, and I'll say it again. You got to win flips if you want to win tournaments.
Nope.
And unfortunately for Craig, he didn't win his flip today, and we'll see him in the next one.
Hey, remember when the Isle ran the shootout? I do. That was fun. You won that, right? They never ran it again.
Nope.
That was like 11 years, 10 or 11
Yeah, it was like 10 years ago,
ago. Yeah. I thought it was fun.
It was a bounty shootout.
Yeah, the
Triple
bounty
bounty
shootout. Yeah.
So David now up to 1.7 mil in chips.
Yeah.
Fun. I'm like, this is great.
No real short stacks anymore.
A couple starting
I believe he's still short stack, right? Ian's got more than that, I
I
think.
do believe
Yeah.
he's in the bottom half. Maybe not the shortest, but he's.
But who's shorter?
It's a good question.
Sean's got more, Jack's got more, Bryce got
All right,
more.
it's-
It's
yeah,
only got to
you're
be
right.
Ian, yeah.
It's-
And I
it's-
think Ian's got more too.
And I think Ian is in the 2 range.
Yeah.
I won my first game the first 2
So
times.
David doubles up, still short.
Yeah.
He's got some work to do if he wants to take this one down, but it's definitely a little healthier than he was 2 hands ago.
Yeah, we have Ian at 2.2 mil, so yeah.
Okay. Now, here's an interesting spot. They're both pretty much even in chips, Jack and Ian, but Ian might not believe the button raise from Jack, although we do know Jack's got way above average hand here.
This would be a bad time to not believe the button raise if you choose.
Well, we know that, but
Yeah,
Ian can't know that. He's gonna just flat here.
okay, just
See
a
if-
flat.
Smart.
So ace-6 offsuit against ace-king offsuit.
We haven't seen a cooler all day, have we?
No?
Should have asked for the ace-king-6 flop.
Nothing close to that. 10-8-5
Everybody
rainbow.
misses.
Goes check. King of hearts on the turn means Jack's locked this one up.
I think we're gonna see Jack take it down on the turn. Small bet from Jack. Half size, half pet. Oh, even smaller. Sorry, that's about a half
225.
size bet. Half
Yeah.
pot size bet. That'll take it down.
That was a long time to lose one player.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, run a lot of sims. I think that top 1%.
I think there was an all-in short stack that doubled up like 6 times in a row.
Yeah.
It was.
Doing God's work.
You get a fair shot every time.
Yeah. It was a flip or 40-60 was the
You get
worst.
a fair shot every
Pulling
time.
around here to
and then
Bryce,
fair
looking
result.
down at Queen-Jack offsuit.
Oh for 9.
At least you chopped ace queen to ace queen.
175.
You lost that one.
Yeah, this table would have flipped.
Makes it
This
175,000
table
to
probably
get.
weighs a 1,000 pounds. You know,
You guys want another hand or no?
Probably asking the wrong person.
probably should have
Sean
only really
Nicole.
mattered to the person on your left hand. Him, yes. No.
Sean making a little last hand of the break type of joke, but I do believe after this hand we're going on break.
It used to say 60. Yeah, it said 60 for some reason when it first popped up. Oh, really? Yeah.
Dinner break?
15 mil lunch break.
Hell yeah.
Pasta's hot and ready.
Time to go.
Ready to be
Time
dusted
to go
on.
dust it
Ready
off.
to be dusted on.
You know, sometimes I love the dynamic of the last hand before the break. You got some people who might want to capitalize on the fact that everybody's looking to just go on break. And if somebody recognizes on that, it could add some interesting scenarios. This, unfortunately, was not one of those times.
Yeah.
Nobody's stepping out of line trying to steal blinds before the break.
And this will be a 15-minute break.
Sorry, 2,075,000. Yeah, sorry, 2,075,000.
Like Bryce chipped up a little bit since I left.
Bryce has been doing very well today. Things have been going his way, and he's been playing great. Haven't seen him in any tricky situations, though. That definitely helps when you're at a final table.
Yeah. And we will be racing off the reds here.
All right, good. Blinds are going to be 1,000, 15, 15. 1,000, 15, 15.
Oh, there's one more? I didn't see that.
More cards.
Perfect, thank you.
He's gonna, actually, we're just racing for one, and he's gonna keep it.
Good doing business. Let me just make it quick.
You want me to do the deck?
Chat has been popping off here today, that's for sure. Glad to see you guys coming in, having fun. Glad to see you guys joining us for this final table.
2,550,000.
We'll do inventory together here.
Sure. All right. That's 3.7, 4.7, 4.95.
Yep. 4.95 for Bryce.
4.95 C1. A lot better today. Yesterday was
The adrenaline was going yesterday.
1.8.
That was a
As we go ahead and get the official updates on all the chip stacks here, as soon as we know, we're going to let you guys know where everybody's at.
And when we get back from break, blinds will be up 50, 100, 100,000.
position 5.
And all of these $2 million stacks, which is basically where everybody's at except Bryce. It's going to be like 20 big blinds to 30 big blinds.
That's correct. As the blinds go up, the stacks shrink just a little bit, and
Can they read off the stack
it's
count?
only a matter of time for we're going to see some moves being made here.
Yeah, and we will be right back. We'll go to the video right now.
Champ down there, guys.
Champ, fish. In the woods.
Champ.
Kid, it's the old.
I don't know, they're all champs.
They're all champs? These guys are champs. They got all the shifties.
It was muted the whole time. I just did that.
No way.
Wow. Wow.
No way.
Wow. That was some gold.
No.
That was some gold we dropped there. This is our featured table of our 100K guaranteed. It is Friday.
Flight 1B.
Flight 1B. You still have time
Flight
to
1B.
get in. Flight 1B. You still have time to get into this. So there's Waldo, by the way. We found him. He's here. Yeah, see? Brandon knows. Brendan.
There you go. No, Brandon, it's Waldo Geraldo Faldo. Geraldo's the middle name. Faldo's the last name. But you're close, my man. You're close.
All in.
Too late.
It happened.
Oh, I got a set of nines for.
Oh, damn. No, he got a full house,
Maurice is out.
bro.
Maurice is out. Art got a set of nines.
That is sick.
Maurice was chasing the diamond flush
You
there.
know what? I'm
Couldn't
sure
catch.
we'll see Maurice.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are here today at the PBKC. I am Steffi Mo. There's Matt in the back. I am accompanied by Terry over here. This is our 100K guarantee, which we made the guarantee last night, by the way, of course. So we're going to smash this again. This is our 1D flight of this. We still have, I think, one more flight, right?
Yeah, we
Or
have one more flight tomorrow, tonight, and then
day 2 tomorrow for
day
our
2
final.
tomorrow. Yes.
Hell yeah. So you guys did not miss a hand. We're starting at 300, 500, 500. This is hand number 1, and we have Andres in the box. I have Waldo again on this feature table. And Silver Fox over there, a.k.a. Jeff. We got 2 Jeffs at the table, so, you know.
You know how it is.
Yeah. So, gonna be some good poker, hopefully. Looks like a good table here. And I'll get into it.
All right, so it's A-Tray offsuit against Chad's 10s.
It doesn't tell you where the seats are?
I don't know.
No,
I mean, my seat's always the same because, well.
It says box office only.
Oh, I guess you got to go down there.
Oh, it's all the way up there. $15 though.
For 2 games. There's a game at 2 and there's a game at 6. So 30K from Chad on that turn, with only 1 over to his 10s. And Chris is really thinking. I mean, it looks like he's going to chase that deuce or 6 for that straight. Because that has to be what he's chasing. And, well, that's not an ace or a deuce.
Oh, that's a single game. Got it.
45,000.
Chad's like 45 to go this time, but Chris can't beat anything but a bluff with just ace high. So I don't think he's getting anything further out of Chris. Unless the card reader's making a liar out of me again, which is entirely possible.
There's all in.
Wow, Chris just legit went all in. Representing a king. Oh, 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 wow. Oh, wow. Chad folded the 10s.
Wow.
Wow.
That's how the mute button works. All righty. Hey, everybody. Welcome. This is the September multi-flight. Joe, you ready to do it all over again?
Let's do it again. I'm
all
good.
Right.
Our price pool is $189,465. Just under $190,000.
That ain't nothing to sneeze at.
That is nothing to sneeze at. This is September. This is the slowest time of the year for a poker room or casino. We had 76 people return today. We're currently down to 27 when we started this table.
All right, there's Ferris. Nice
about
looking
that
Ferris.
sometimes.
His brand new glasses. They look beautiful. This is, again, a multi-flight. So we started on Thursday, had 2 flights on Friday, 2 flights on Saturday. So the payout for this one is a little atypical. We got $189,465 in the prize pool, 743 total entrants. First place is 35.7. Second place is 25. Third place is 16. Fourth place is 11.5. And fifth place is $8,800 in change. We like to call the sickest card on the outcome, and
we like Max Payne here.
More Max Payne, yeah, more often than not. Max Payne at the Action Palace.
300.
Lance raises up to 300K with King 3 suited. Pandy with Ace Jack on the button. I would like to see a 3-bet there.
1.2 million.
And he does raise to 1.2 million. No, that's from Kevin.
Kevin with
pocket
hockey
sevens
sticks. Yeah.
to 1.2 million.
That's a great move.
That's the heat, baby. I like it. It's a
Bingo.
solid raise. It's not all in. Very serious. I like
it a lot.
Lance contemplating a fishing call here. He's going to make the call with King High.
Okay.
Pandy out of the way with Ace Jack. Probably the better of the 3 hands here. Let's see what the flop leads to us.
Heads up action.
Heads up, and the flop is Ace in the window.
No.
Ace Jack 7. Pandy would have flopped 2 pair.
Bet 500,000.
Check. Now Kevin
Lance
would,
still got clubs though.
Yeah, clubs.
11
draw.
outs for Lance.
9 on the turn of the heart. 9 of hearts on the turn.
Bet 400,000.
Lance still
That's
putting
still
the
leading
pressure.
it out. See?
Kevin just flat calls him even with the best hand and a deuce
There we
of
go.
spades. Kevin wins his hand with pocket sevens.
He does. Pocket pair taking it
What
down.
a huge pot, $4.7 million. And look at Pandy standing there going,
Ow.
No split now. All right, no split. Let's go.
no chop, let's play.
Big
That's
blind
it.
only. There's not going to be a small blind bust out. We're playing. We're not chopping.
That's it. See how that just goes like that?
That's it.
Let's see what happens after one hand. It always changes after one hand, but that was interesting. They were talking about chop. I thought the chop was about to go down, but
we're back to playing. That's
once
okay.
one player says no, I want the trophy, then let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
I didn't say no to do
I like being here. I like chatting with everybody, and I love watching this game.
talk to them. If they can allow us to play for the trophy, then it's good.
It's all good, man.
Somebody's not too happy right now. Hats off, and he's not getting his way.
Yep. That's what we. That's
we said that
exactly
earlier.
what we were talking about, Biggie Belly. Exactly, dude. Thanks for joining us.
I want that trophy even more.
There we go. Now you see.
So bad.
Oh, now he's mad. Okay,
So
Kevin,
now
listen.
I know he wants a
go
trophy.
back to your style of playing when you're having fun. This is a game. When you play angry, things just don't work out really
It'll
well.
all start snowballing.
Yeah.
Oh, Biggie Belly. I love you, dear.
They're in the middle of this hand. You're not supposed to be talking about chop anymore.
Not anymore.
Let's
Can't
go,
talk
guys.
While the action's going.
I'm gonna take that trophy home with me right now.
Kevin is good.
Heated.
Take it.
He's running over to the parking lot.
Run over in the parking lot.
Who's it on? Where's the action? Come on, people. Let's go. All right, there's a dead small, big blind only. Lance is contemplating a call. He has ace-7 offsuit, which
Correct.
is three-handed now. Any ace is golden.
Any ace is good because
Yeah.
you definitely are opening up the range here.
That is a nice trophy, though. I mean,
It's beautiful. I would
That is a
definitely
nice
put
trophy.
this in a good place.
It's a trophy, dude. Who cares about that freaking trophy? Just take a picture of it and put it on your Facebook.
no,
dude.
no, not the same. I like the
Yeah.
trophy.
Biggie Belly, I love it. Have another beer and chat with
I mean, I got 7, you got 10, he's got 10.
Oh,
That's
Ryan,
possible.
man.
But poker's a little different than you're
Don't-
talking about real money here.
Don't forget, we're gonna get the World Championships coming here too in November.
Running over the parking lot.
Oh my God, no!
Oh,
I
they made the
know.
chop in the middle of the
In the
hand.
hand.
What?
What?
Folks, they changed their mind.
That's what I'm saying. 25 G's, buy it.
Pandy gets the trophy. Even chop, everybody. 25K a person.
Chop, he can have the trophy. He wins.
Okay, so we're good. We're good. So champ down there.
Champ, fish. In the woods.
Champ.
Kid, it's the old.
I don't know. They're all champs.
They're all champs? These guys are champs. They got all the shifties.
It was muted the whole time. I just did that.
No way.
Wow. Wow.
No way.
Wow. That was some gold.
No.
That was some gold we dropped there. This is our featured table of our 100K guaranteed. It is Friday.
Flight 1B.
Flight 1B. You still have time
Flight
to
1B.
get in. Flight 1B. You still have time to get into this. So there's Waldo, by the way. We found him. He's here. Yeah, see? Brandon knows. Brendan.
There you go. No, Brandon, it's Waldo Geraldo Faldo. Geraldo's the middle name. Faldo's the last name. But you're close, my man. You're close.
All in.
Too late.
It happened.
Oh, I got a set of 9s for.
Oh, damn. No, he got a full house,
Maurice is out.
bro.
Maurice is out. Art got a set of 9s.
That is sick.
Maurice was chasing the diamond flush
You
there.
know what? I'm
Couldn't
sure
catch.
we'll see Maurice.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are here today at the PBKC. I am Steffi Mo. There's Matt in the back. I am accompanied by Terry over here. This is our 100K guaranteed, which we made the guarantee last night, by the way, of course. So we're going to smash this again. This is our 1D flight of this. We still have, I think, one more flight, right?
Yeah, we
Or
have one more flight tomorrow, tonight, and then
day 2 tomorrow for
day
our
2
final.
tomorrow. Yes.
Hell yeah. So you guys did not miss a hand. We're starting at 300, 500, 500. This is hand number 1, and we have Andres in the box. I have Waldo again on this featured table. And Silver Fox over there, a.k.a. Jeff. We got 2 Jeffs at the table, so, you know.
You know how it is.
Yeah. So, gonna be some good poker, hopefully. Looks like a good table here. And I'll get into it.
All right, so it's A-Tray offsuit against Chad's 10s.
It doesn't tell you where the seats are?
I don't know.
No,
I mean, my seat's always the same because, well,
it says box office only.
oh, I guess you got to go down there.
Oh.
Hello, everybody, and we're about to be back from our break. See chip counts up there updated for you.
We see Bryce in the lead, first across the $5 million chip threshold. We do see David there at the bottom, still working. Everybody's got a chance here. Any double up for any of the short stacks could definitely put them in contention for the win. Ian here with an ace. Ace 8 off. Gonna make click. Sean on the button with king queen suited. That looks like 3-betting type chips.
Raise 550.
3-bet to 550 from the button and Sean.
Like 2.7.
Ian lost a lot of his chips here.
Ian's had a roller coaster of a day for sure. He's going to step out the way, give it to Sean. He's going to pick a better spot. I'm pretty sure he's aware that he's going to be facing multiple streets of bets against a player like Sean. Don't want to put yourself out of position on that one. As you see the payouts here, everyone here playing for 98K and everyone guaranteed 22,000 at this time.
No, come on.
I'll be here. What?
That's actually their best tournament. They only
Pay jumps get pretty hefty as they ladder up.
Min cash is like 4x buying.
How much? Like, what's up top on?
Normally like 8K. It's 8K minimum for like a 250. No, they changed it now. It's 30% up top. Okay. So 6K.
Action folds around to Jack on the small blind. He's got ace jack off and 2 million in chips. What sizing is he going to choose for this one? $350 it looks like. $350 it is. Back to Bryce. Big stack, big blind, pocket threes.
I like that.
See a defend here.
See how fast we can break the community.
We're like top 3 only, okay.
Sit and go payout for multi-team. 50, 30, 20.
For like a 3-player field. 12.5, 5, and then 2,500. That's it. Those are just the payouts.
Wonder if he's contemplating if a 3-bet jam would work. He went for it. Wow. As I'm talking about it, he was contemplating if a 3-bet jam could work. Jack with the snap call. We're off to the races. Jack here at risk with the ace jack against pocket threes of Bryce. Flop rides clean for Bryce. Queen, ace, or jack. And our hometown hero, Jack. He's out of the running. PLO cash game specialist.
Pleasure bringing Jack.
Loved by the Palm Beach community. He's going to be busting out in 5th place, taking down 22,000. He played it great all the way up to this point, and just like I said before, you got to win some flips. And flips are going this way for Bryce today.
Yeah. For now.
As we ladder up another 6K, we see 4th place guaranteed 28,600 at this time.
Yeah, usually when you win a flip, you're just real classy guys.
Yeah, Bryce really picking his spots well. All his hands are holding. He's now over 7 million in chips. Bryce with the dominant chip lead. 7 mil, I do believe second in chip stack is somewhere around 2.5 million.
Offset.
Bryce with a king in his hand here on the small blind, going to limp. I've noticed he hasn't really been attacking Ian's big blind a lot, but he has been choosing to see flops. He hasn't been raising a lot from the small blind, but he has been defending a small blind pretty often. Here we see him with top pair, not a great board, all of clubs. Gonna check it to Ian, see what he does. Ian with second pair, gonna check back. We're gonna keep the pot small at this time. Can't see anybody liking this turn card. Queen on the turn. I'm gonna assume check, check. Oh, spoke too soon. Bryce is going to fire.
125.
See where he's at. Ian's not ready to give up yet. Oof, river card. Doesn't really help anybody. I mean, obviously it improved Bryce's hand, but it doesn't change the situation too much. I think if Ian thought he had the best hand before, it's possible he still might think he has the best hand. Bryce at this point should definitely know he has the best hand.
Bet 200.
Bets 200 into 550. 200 to win 750 for
he's
Ian. He's going to look him up.
He's going to get that thin
Like I
value.
said, though he definitely got the thin value. I think the way the hand was played out, there's not much of a reason for Ian to not think he had the best hand. Another great read of the situation by Bryce. Really maximizing on mediocre situations. Here we see the updated chip counts. Bryce with 7.6 at this point. He's got 55% of all the chips in play. Sean not looking too bad. Started the day off short in chips. He's now second with 3 million.
And now these 4 players got 28K locked up. And the next pay jump to 44,000, way bigger from the 22 to the 28. So that's 6K pay jump. Now
We've seen a few smaller pay jumps, 4 and then 6, and now a $16,000 difference between 4th and 3rd place. So
yeah,
I think the decisions are really going to start to get more critical, more crucial. Every decision counts at this point.
Raise 200.
Yeah. We got an all-in from Sean.
Sean going all in from the big blind with the mystery hand. It's possible that he had something. It's also possible he was thinking Bryce is just opening it up from the button way too often. Either way, Sean's going to take that one down. Two folds, and we're going to go blind versus blind. Sean with 9-8 off.
Call. Option.
We really haven't even seen much from David here. Unfortunate for him, he hasn't picked up many hands.
You know, I've mentioned this before. He's really sticking in there, but he's been pretty conservative. He's made some pretty tight folds, but yet he's picked his spots very well to make it this far. Here we go with a 9-high flop, giving Sean top pair, good enough to lead out into David. I'm pretty sure this is going to take it down. David really hasn't stepped out of line. He's really just been very patient.
Very cut and dry, yeah. If he has it, he's in there. If he doesn't.
Very straightforward. Nothing tricky from David. It's paid off for him this far. It's not the shortest stack. Ian, we see, is the short stack here.
Yeah, but Bryce with the mean chip lead.
Monster chip lead. More than half the chips in play for Bryce.
Yeah, double the next guy's stack.
Maybe it's the glasses.
Maybe, or the haircut.
Like Jack 3-3, Rainbow. The guy just c-bets, then Tolly just like.
Yeah, Bryce is really picking his spots well and capitalizing, man. I love to see his style of play paying off for him. Very exciting to watch.
He's got 9-7 offsuit. The guy flips over 9-7 offsuit. It's like the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Not any playable hands here. We're going to take a walk. Let the rich get richer.
I think he's being mean to everybody. Yeah. You know, until he gets to know you.
Yeah, he's been nicer.
I feel like, you know, there's a lot of people like that.
Tough to recover after
Yeah.
one of them. Him and Jeff got in one time. It was hilarious.
I believe it. That sounds like a funny fight.
Yeah, it was
such
pay-per-view for sure.
Yeah, such varying personalities.
David with an ace on the button. I feel like this is a good spot to get your chips in, but David's style, I was just going to say, David's style might not warrant that type of hand. Can't see what Bryce has, but he is contemplating. That looks like a raise.
250.
All I can see is an ace. All right. Can't see what both of his cards are, but he did look down at an ace on the small blind, chose to raise and take it down from Ian's big blind. I've mentioned this before. Bryce really hasn't been attacking Ian's big blinds very lightly, so it is something to say that he chose that spot to raise.
Yeah. Coming four-handed, we're not going to be picking up a lot of crazy hands here, so they're going to be having to make the best of what they think of their spot is.
To be fair, as we get less players on the final table, you know, hands like ace high and king high, they do go up in value. Small pocket pairs definitely go up in value. We should be seeing a little bit of, you know, good players are perceptive to this, and they should be opening up a little bit. Like I said, I'm very surprised to see David fold on the button with any ace at this point.
100%.
Cherokee, like a couple months. I mean, obviously everyone knows Brian Altman.
Just as I'm talking about it, Bryce on the button with the big stack, looking down at king 3 offsuit. He'd look at a king, you know, you're gonna take a stab at it, and it worked out for him.
Folds to him in the small blind. I hadn't looked at my hand yet.
Everybody knows going up against Bryce is putting your tournament life at risk.
Yeah, especially with that commanding chip lead. Holy.
Absolutely.
Bryce is thinking about where he's gonna spend that money.
Well, he's looking, and he's in good shape to take this thing down. You never know, anything can happen, but definitely chips have been falling his way.
Of course. Almost at 8 million now.
More than double. He might have more than the rest of the chips combined, I think, actually, if I'm doing the math correctly. Bryce under the gun considering his options. He's really taking advantage of that chip stack, man. He's really loosened it up here. Just as I'm talking about it, we see Bryce opening it up under the gun. Gets Ian to fold the button. Sean folds a small blind. I don't see David playing Jack 7 suited, even though it's above average hand. He's very conservative. We're watching the Bryce show at this point.
I went all the way up until they stopped running the scramble. I fucking hate that place.
Man, Ian said he doesn't like it either.
It's so dusty.
Why is it dust?
Like the whole place is run down. Like the mall is like has like 3 stores open.
Yeah.
The last time I was there, we weren't allowed to leave on dinner break because somebody got shot right outside the entrance.
Shit, I guess I've just been there at a good time.
It's a bit wild story coming from the table.
I missed what casino Sean is talking about, but you know,
It's a real lax, like,
poker life can get wild sometimes.
Half the people you know are like paid to be there, to be like bounties.
Yeah, that, and they do a lot of saddies and stuff for those tournaments. I already booked my hotel, so. I always stay at this like Holiday Inn. That's like.
Oh yeah, it's like right up the street, right?
Yeah, on Jefferson.
I think
It's right up the street.
It does seem that Sean has been randomly selected for an upgrade.
Exposed.
The 4 being showed. Not, did he just switch 1 4 for another, or was that the first card on the box?
Might
possibly
have been the first 4,
right.
I think. Yeah.
Right.
It's 250.
Well, it seems to have improved Sean's hand as he chooses to raise from under the gun.
Yeah.
It's looking like Ian might
Ooh.
defend with the 9-8 off, but he doesn't have the chip stacks. Doesn't have the chip stack for it. I don't know about this. It's an all-in or fold scenario.
Right.
He's going to see a flop. He's going to defend.
It's a call.
Here we go.
Ian now with 700
Ooh.
remaining in his stack, and he does flop top 2.
On 3 spades. Probably want to get value.
650K in the pot. Yeah, he's got a little bit over a pot-sized bet.
Got the original hand
checking on getting a spade on the turn would be disastrous for that hand. Sean shows
Queen. I think it was a queen.
king,
That was the
queen
extra card.
possibly.
Yeah.
Definitely improved his hand. Definitely whiffed a flop. Ian going to add 250K to his stack there.
Yeah. For real. Oh, David got a nice little hand right here. King 9 suited, the kennel club hand.
All right, we are four-handed. Yeah, sad to see Jack gone.
Very sad.
Is that accurate? We got, well, I did hear Bryce was the one who knocked him out, but 8.1 million now.
He's just, you know, he has that commanding chip lead bully in the table.
Yeah, I
around
left it
taking
was
those
5
blinds.
million. So he's had a good, and they were break for half my thing. So he's had a good 15 minutes here.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had a good 3 hours here.
Yeah,
He's been doing nothing but trending up.
Yeah, I mean, what a time to be running good, right? On the final table of the main.
For sure. And both players here with a piece. David all in with a pair and a flush draw. Sean gonna call with top pair.
Top pair, backdoor flush.
Sean
draw.
is ahead, but David actually ahead percentage-wise. 52-48, pretty much a flip. Four of hearts not helping David. Queen of diamonds not helping David. Sean is going to knock out David here in fourth place, taking home $28,602.
And now we are down
Final
to the
three.
nitty-gritty. These pay jumps are not
This
serious.
is, yeah, not the 4,000, 6,000 pay jumps was chump change, but compared to these next three, yeah. We're going from 28 up to 44 for the next one. Then adding 24K more on top of that for second. And then 30 more for first. So this is
Let's
where
go Bryce, up in smoke.
I swear to God, I thought it was a typo.
this is where it gets even more serious now.
Yeah. Sean needing that little amount of chips right there to be going toe to toe with Bryce. It's gonna help him a lot in the longer run.
What's he got? Three, about 4 million now?
Yeah.
3, a little under probably.
About that, about 4.
Let me see, yeah, Ian's gonna be the short now. He's got what, 1.3, something like that? 1.3, yeah.
Yeah, about. You got one, then all the pinks right there.
I busted it. He only had like 111 now.
That's a three-handed play. Ranges are opening up. These are two good hands we're looking at right away. We got Bryce here with a pocket pair of sixes. We got Sean with an ace-8 offsuit. Sean is going to raise the ace-8 to 250,000. Bryce now in the small blind, 200 more to him with these sixes, and Ian even with a decent hand here.
And I think Ian gonna come along
Yeah,
for the ride.
well, he's so short on chips though. 150 is a big part of his stack, but with both players already in, this might be a good time to see a flop.
Yeah, normally
Unless
not a good
he's
idea.
thinking of a squeeze or something. But no, yeah, just see a flop.
Family style.
Family style, exactly.
Everybody in, yeah. Queen, 9. Hitting Ian with the pair of nines. He's going to take the lead. Checks around. 7 of spades on the turn. Ian staying in the lead. Let's see if Ian, nope, still going to check. And an 8 on the river. Queens and nines still good here for Ian.
Yeah.
Let's see if Sean takes a stab at it here. Hitting the 8 on the end. He is reaching. Small bet of 200,000. Probably not big enough for Ian to think of folding. Again, the 8 didn't really help him because he's playing queens and nines. And yeah, snap call from Ian.
Just tosses them out there.
Queens and nines are good. Much needed pot there for Ian. Still well in third place here on these final 3, but and a few more chips there. What are blinds at right now?
Blinds are at 51-1.
51-1. Wow.
Yep. So Bryce with 79 big blinds, just as if he just started the tournament or something, you know. Ian.
It's a commanding 79 big blinds.
Yeah.
Ian limping here with queen 5 off suit. Sean ace 10 in the big blind, gonna bump it up. 250,000 on top. Ian not coming along for the flop. I don't know what that is, but it smells good.
That looks good.
What are they selling? It's good. $10. Full
Fire.
player food.
Yeah, fire.
They also have sloppy joes.
Hand number 102 here. This final table.
No, we had a last Friday. We had a 10K Friday night, and he was so far.
And it's gonna be a walk.
I asked him, like, yo, who am I giving to first? He said, that's small, and I just bust out. And he didn't understand it. He didn't want to know.
So we think the play's gonna tighten up a bit here now, three-handed.
I mean, I think that
I think it might
Bryce might start opening up a little bit
Yeah.
here in position, and definitely in the big blind with his chip lead. Bully these guys around, because three-handed, you're not picking up.
Yeah, I mean, he's had the chip lead for a while now, and he has not been playing it softly by any means. He's been playing it how you're supposed to be.
Right.
But still, this three-handed now with the pay jumps as they are at this point,
I played something here like that, yeah, where it was like,
nobody's super short. I mean, Ian's got some work to do, obviously, but Bryce and Sean are pretty comfortable at this point. Sean with about 4 mil. Ace deuce 3 flop. King high still in the lead for Ian.
Break is like the card that came is absolutely doesn't do anything for anybody. Like if you have a straight draw. Oh. Oh, they're talking about a person. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nice fold. Brick is locked in. Oh. Oh, I thought they were talking about like bricking the card. Oh yeah, I was like, what? I didn't realize they were talking about it.
Check on the end here. King high for Ian, going to be good.
yeah. Not literally. Yeah. Yeah. I told you there's something wrong. There's something wrong. Don't bet.
Bryce opening up here with King 9 of, or offsuit, I'm sorry. As we said, with the chip lead, that's going to likely be a raise, and it's the min raise. 200,000 to go now. Sean here of pocket sixes. We'll call. Flop ace 8 deuce. Sean 6 is still in the lead. He will check them over to Bryce, who will c-bet 125,000. Call from Sean. 3 of hearts on the turn. Sean once again checking. And Bryce now will slow down and check as well. 5 of clubs on the river. Sean with the check mark. And another check from him. See if Bryce wants to take a stab at this. Pot is 800K. Nope, he will check as well. So Sean tables the sixes and takes it down. Ian a suited ace deuce on the button. Makes it 200,000. Sean getting out of the way. Bryce 6-4 off suit.
Not in as bad a shape as he probably thinks.
Yeah. He'll lay it down though.
Yeah. God, I miss Monroe's chicken fingers.
Oh, here we go. Three-handed, guys.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be
And we got
gnarly.
Sean on the button, and even Ian's got a decent hand, but Sean on the button making it 250,000 with his jacks. Actually, now on Bryce, ace queen off suit. Chicken fingers at Monroe's are good, huh? I've only had the lobster mac and cheese, and I've heard the tomahawk's good. I can't speak from experience, but when is a tomahawk bad, you know?
Right. It's the places you don't expect the food to be good.
Yeah.
3-bet coming in hot.
Yeah, this is gonna get
Ian knows not to.
three-handed jacks. Let's see what Sean chooses to do here. It's a big 3-bet, 600,000 more to call.
Right. All in.
All in is the move.
And he's gonna ask for a count here.
And this is, yeah. Do you think Bryce can make this call? I feel like it's too much.
Yeah, with
I mean,
ace
you're
queen
getting
off.
4-bet, and with the pay jumps the way they are, and him having double what Ian's making, I mean, is Sean really making this move with a hand less than ace queen?
Right. I don't think so.
I don't either. I don't even really mind the 3-bet. I mean, ace queen
And
three-handed.
he's gonna put in the call.
Wow, I do mind the call. I don't mind the 3-bet, but once he 4-bets, you have to realize ace queen is beat.
Right.
But I mean, here we go. I mean, he's got 2 overs. I mean, he's in
Yep.
no way drawing dead.
Boom.
And there it is,
Ace
on the flop, and this is brutal for Sean unless he hits a jack on the river.
And that is
No such help.
Wow.
I don't love the call, but I mean, in the end, you got 2 overs, you got 6 outs, and there it is.
He made his read, and
yeah, Ian's got to be ecstatic.
yeah, I mean, he's second place with no chips.
And that's
Well,
tough
not
for
no chips.
Sean. I mean, taking home 44,166. Not a bad little weekend of work here for Sean, but man, if those jacks hold, he could be looking at
Quite a lot more.
quite a lot more, and that trophy sitting there in the middle. But good performance from Sean. I mean, he was down to nothing when we were 6-handed, and he built it up into a position there where he could have had a commanding chip lead if his jacks there held up.
Terrible 3-bet says Colorado.
Yeah, I didn't mind the 3-bet, honestly, but it was a call after that was questionable, but as we see, it paid off.
Yeah.
Or something a little more prominent than price. Not necessarily like all the way, but maybe like there.
Maybe.
Yeah, we could.
For real.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't want to
This guy.
If we're like more even, possibly. Well, I mean,
So this is now heads up, guys, and as we can see, this is a big chip lead for Bryce, who has done no wrong. He came into this with 3 million in chips. I think he dropped a little bit early to like 2 point something, but for most of this whole stream, which is going on hour number 4, 3.5 hours in now, he has been moving upwards steadily, and I can't tell exactly what he's got, 6, 7.5. He's got about 10 million, I'd say. I mean, Ian's got about 2, just about 2.
And we're going to be putting Bryce here in the featured seats for this heads-up match.
A little rearrangement here so that we can get everybody in one shot. I like that.
Yeah.
Maybe color Bryce up a little bit, too. He's got a lot of yellows.
Yeah, and Ian at what? Like, what is that, 2.1?
2.1 it looks like, if those are 500s. So, yeah, I mean, you can see 6, 7.5, 8, 9, 10.5, 11.5. He's got like 11.6 if I'm eyeballing it.
Yeah.
So a big chip lead here for Bryce. Bless you.
Hey, Ron, I thought that was.
And yeah, Ian.
Yeah, he just moved the seat.
Ian and Bryce already guaranteed themselves $68,696, but they are playing for that top prize. $98,074. No mention of any chops so far the whole way, right? I mean, obviously, I was up a little bit. No mention of any chops the whole way, right?
No, I think they were talking about maybe an ICM, but I don't think they agreed on anything.
I was like, I hadn't heard anything. When was that? 3-handed?
No, that was just now. Just
Oh,
now. They just whispered it a little and then went on. I think the ICM would be more in favor of Ian, though, so I don't think
yeah,
Bryce
for
really
sure.
wants to.
ICM's not going to,
Yeah, I don't think he's going to want to chop it all, really. My gosh, that's so many chips.
Yeah. Whole stack of yellows over there. I mean, yeah, Sean had a chance to have a lot of those if those jacks held. What was it? Sean had about 4?
Yeah,
3.7?
full double for him.
Yeah.
And chip lead.
7 point, yeah, they would have been about even. I think Sean would have had like maybe $1 million or so more than Bryce.
No, they would have about swapped places right there.
But nobody was happier to see those jacks get cracked than Ian, who's now, yeah.
That was a 20K crack.
Yeah. Yeah, 24K. 24.5.
Yeah, 24, yeah.
Moving up, yeah.
Not one mention of Bryce's hair. No, I mentioned it earlier. Don't be.
Only hair I heard mentioned was Claudio's, but he mentioned that himself, so
Yeah.
that's fair game.
Yeah.
So a little break here while they
Yeah, before they go heads
get
up.
everything situated. All right, guys. Well, while we wait for action to resume, we do have Andrew Dice Clay coming to the paddock here on Friday, December 1st and Saturday, December 2nd. 2 shows. Comes every year. He's always good, always sold out. We also have Jackie Martling, the Joke Man, coming as well. Friday, December 8th. Also, a lot more shows on our website, pbkennelclub.com. Feel free to visit that or call us at 561-683-2222, extension 140 for more info.
You the button. Like that's all you got.
So it looks like Ian will get the button.
Can't be the big blind.
Rolling with some good information there. Can't be the big blind twice.
Nope.
Yo, it's alright. You should have heard me. You should have heard me when I told Rob.
Scared money don't make no money. And if I ever go broke, I'm gonna
like,
take your money.
Chest, bro.
Feel me?
Well, y'all be like this. Y'all be like 200. Like, yo, bro, 200. Let me know.
Isn't that right? Up in smoke. Hey, yeah, you already know, buddy.
Got some detailed numbers here for these two. We see Ian 30%, Bryce 24%.
Yeah, coming into this heads-up match, it's going to probably get a lot higher than that.
Yeah, so there are the official chip counts. We got Bryce 12 million, Ian 2.1 million. Do we ever see what Jack's VPIP was? We said he was highest yesterday.
Yeah, it was in in the 40, 46.
Yeah, I didn't see it when I was there.
Yeah.
Where are y'all? Third floor? Oh, wait, right here?
This right here, just in the back where accounting is and bookkeeping and shit. I'll show you. Take you back there, bro. It's the fucking back here.
So 85% of the chips in play are Bryce's.
Bro, I got locked in the back, bro. I tried to the other night, dude. I left that way. Okay, it's pitch black, and I was like, bet. I was like, this is perfect. And then I tried to go back.
And again, blinds will be at 50, 100, 100 when we resume here.
In between, like, you know how you go through like 3 doors that should be locked, but all the one that connects.
So every other hand, Ian's going to have 200,000 in. When he doesn't, 50,000. So that 2.1 million is not that much.
All the way down these fucking stairs again, bro. Walk all the way around the building, bro.
And like really, any raise here by Bryce is just effectively going to make Ian very uncomfortable with his stack size.
You don't have any bigger chips?
And he opened it up to like 300K, and Ian already has to put in almost 25% of his stack.
Yeah, Ian probably will want to come out here and try to pick up chips early because even if he gets a double up the first hand, he's still going to be 10 million to 4 million basically.
Right.
Little more, but if Bryce comes and takes a few pots here early, and now he's down to 1.5, he's in a much worse position.
Yeah, very bad shape.
Doubling up to 3 sounds. So these first couple hands here will be important.
Yup, that scared money's on the rail. Jack stay V-pippin', yes sir.
I thought they were talking about somebody vaping and just spelled it wrong. Now I see what they're saying. V-pipping. All right, we got the players coming back to the tables.
Whatever you're comfortable with. Fight pose. I was actually thinking that like one shot of you and then one shot of you.
What place did Jack at?
Fourth, right? Yeah. No, fifth. Yeah, fifth.
Yeah, just so the trophy stays in the middle between you guys. Ian, if you want to slide just a touch to your right. Yeah, there we go.
Who was fifth?
On those tables behind them, can you see that in the shot or no?
David. Yeah, I think David came fourth. Yeah, Jack was fifth. Yeah.
Okay. Forget about David. And you know what? I just saw a picture of him. He was a satellite winner. He got in for a satellite. That's why he's so tight.
Yeah.
That's why he's not used to playing that big or whatever. Like, it makes sense now. If I'd have known that ahead of time, we're players not satellites.
Exactly.
Playing a little bit conservative.
We're going to turn you guys
You could Photoshop the satellite in.
$90K into $20 into 28K is a pretty good return.
But
Yeah, let's play. Yeah, we'll play. Yeah, we'll. Yeah. All right, guys. Good luck.
Gio.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
No.
Yeah, they're getting ready to start back up now. We took a few pictures here.
No? Oh, it is.
Try to not laugh. Yeah. Take off my modeling career. Shots.
And here we go. Heads
Alright.
up match.
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah, I like that. Dump the money on the table. Let's see 100K on this table right
Yeah,
now.
100%.
Yeah.
Of course.
Bring like the wagon out.
Yeah, make it all in ones too.
Could be 100K break. Small,
All right, here we go. Heads up play getting started here. Ian leading us off here with a 7-6 offsuit. And he will start with a min raise, 200,000 to go. I was looking for Bryce's cards. I didn't see that. I haven't seen the heads up graphic in a while. Okay, they're on the right now. Yeah, I was like, where? Bryce with a jack 7.
I was looking
You
for
didn't
his
see-
cards on
yeah,
the left
exactly.
too. I was like, where are his cards?
Bryce with a jack 7 will make the call and flop top pair. Ian flopping bottom pair. Goes check, check there. 7 would be a bad card for Ian here.
Yeah.
In fact, it is a 9 of spades. Neither player with a spade. Bryce still in the lead. And he's going to bet 150. And Ian lays it down. So Bryce, first hand of heads up play.
Takes it down.
He increases that chip lead.
Heads up levels are 30 minutes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Not a big pot, but again, with Ian at 2.1, blinds where they are, Ian needs to make some moves quickly here.
Generally, you're a little shallow, but still. Yeah. Sometimes you're not.
Graphic bad for mobile watchers, Fleazy.
Oh yeah, no, I see what he's talking about. Because it's right there on top of the,
Yeah, unfortunately. Not on mine, up in Smokeway. You might
I
have
mean,
one
if
of
you
those.
look at it in the vertical form with the smaller screen, you'll be able to see. But yeah, if you go full screen, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, and unless you got that like double wide Galaxy phone.
Yeah. No, I'm on the app on my iPhone, and if you go full screen, yeah, I see what he says. I got to send a message thing. I can't click out of it, or at least I don't know how. I'm not good on this Twitch app.
Paired up the board on the turn. Flush draw for Bryce.
Oh, there it is. No, I just figured it out.
$325.
Either player connecting here. 3 diamonds on the board. Bryce way ahead.
Oh.
And yeah, that's about, besides the 3, that's, chop's the best thing that could happen for Ian here. Let's check, check on the river, so chop it up. Yeah, I clicked that little button between the volume and the rotate screen and it went away.
Got it. Yep, you're welcome.
Small blind here, big blind here. The big blind is, the small blind is, yeah.
Small's the button.
Small is the button.
Small is the button.
All right, Ian gonna have a mystery hand here.
Probably better than Bryce's 8-6.
Well, he is going to raise it up 250,000. And Bryce going to let him have it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now we got Claudio coming in. Action here on Bryce first, looking down at 10-8 offsuit.
Claudio, deal us some bangers. Yes, sir.
200.
You need some bangers dealt. Claudio's your guy.
Oh, we got 10 high against 10 high here.
It's a call.
Yeah.
Could see a
Ian's going to
banger.
make the call. 10-8-4.
8? No 4.
8 will connect with Bryce, keep him well in the lead. Ian checks it over to Bryce. Bryce checks behind. Maybe a 10 here? No, ace. Check, check on the turn. River card going to be ace 7.
Check.
Gives Bryce a check mark. Ian never improving with his 10-4. Checks one more time. Whether Bryce decides to bet or not here, probably not going to change anything.
Right. Yep.
Chooses to check. Pair 8's going to be good.
Surprised that Bryce didn't go for any value there on the flop. I mean, top pair is scary, but heads up, I don't really think it's much of. Unless you're thinking like that, but. The dealer with the ponytail is hot. Oh, you're talking about Adam. Yeah.
Kevin?
Dealer with the ponytail.
He's thinking about Monroe.
All right, Ian making it 250,000. King 9 of diamonds. Bryce 5-4 offsuit, gonna lay it down.
Good. Thank you.
All right, these are the graphics from the last hand, so these are not what these guys have here.
Raise 200.
There we go. Now we're updating. We got Bryce with King 6. Gonna put in a min raise. Ian, we had him in a mystery hand here. Not sure what he's got. He will call. 8-7 deuce. Goes check, check. Another 8 on the turn.
$250.
Ian betting 250,000 here. And yeah, Bryce with King high, gonna lay it down. Well, here we go. These are two big hands. Let's see what kind of action we get here. Heads up play, we got a king 10 and an ace 9.
250.
Ian will raise to 250,000. Again, we are heads up, so ace 9 is a big hand here.
Oh, got an all in.
Is this the banger we're waiting for here? We got an all in. Do we get a call?
It's whether or not Ian thinks this gentleman is shoving with anything less than ace high. Maybe like queen jack suited, jack 10 suited. Queen 10 suited, maybe. Oh, he's
Not
just
this
gonna
one.
lay it down.
Good fold there from Ian.
Good pressure there by Bryce also, yeah.
Yeah, I believe that's the first 3-bet we've seen here, heads up, so gotta give him a little bit of credit for a hand better than king 9, or king 10.
Right.
And Bryce again with another big hand here. Ace, jack of clubs.
Another banger.
Back to back from Claudio here. 200,000's a bet. Ian, 10-9 of diamonds. Probably at least want to see a flop unless he wants to return the favor on that 3-bet all in, which he does, and a snap call here from Bryce, who is in great position here to take this down now. We got him as a 62% favorite in this hand. And this could be it. Ian got 2 live cards, but 2 unders to Bryce's ace jack.
Here
We got a little drama delay here. Here we go. Here comes the flop. Neither player helped. Queen 3 deuce, 7 of spades. Nobody's got a spade. It's all up to this for
my
Ian.
gosh.
4 of clubs. That's it.
That's all that she wrote.
Bryce has been
Ace,
accumulating chips since the beginning, and now he has accumulated them all,
Yes, sir.
as well as that trophy and that $98,000.
That was the fastest $40,000 I think I've ever seen. 30,000, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That was
Let's go,
that was a
Bryce.
great display there from Bryce.
Yeah.
A little lucky, obviously. We remember that hand with Sean with the Jackson the Ace Queen. But as we said, you got to win flips here to take down a tournament like this. Three flight, 3-day tournament. And you won the big one there. And
And here you can see our scores for these top 2 players.
yeah, I mean, no. Ian taking home $68,696. Not bad for him. But Bryce, $98,074, and that big trophy in the middle there. He is the champion of this main event of the Moneymaker Tour. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, congratulations. And we're going to have here in a few the winner of the tournament, Bryce, with our tournament, the tournament director for the Moneymaker series, Tony Burns, going to come and do a little interview. Stay tuned for that.
Well, we can see they're racking all the chips up here for the photo op coming up soon. But again, we'll also have an interview. Ace Jack of clubs. It's a nice little winning hand there.
Yeah, yeah. It's a champion right there.
So again, guys, stay tuned. Tony and Bryce will be joining us here soon for an interview.
When you're done with this, just bring this and this down to the poker room, the cage, and then enjoy your tax paper.
Alright, cool. Yeah. Come on, can you guys shaking hands?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
No,
I
it's
missed
okay.
it the first time.
Just
Okay, go ahead.
Hold that shake.
Well done.
Awesome. Thanks.
We get it?
Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll try to tighten
I used to think I was photogenic. Now I'm getting older, I feel like.
Unplug this scatterbrain, sorry.
Swing it back to here.
It's been your lucky pictures. Appreciate it.
That's a hell of a comeback. Yesterday, too, coming back.
Yeah, yeah.
Big hand
That
yesterday.
one hand to end the day yesterday was everything. I was telling my buddies, I'm like, 'cause I almost folded like the river, which I know a lot of people was like, that'd be insane, but I almost did. There's some simulation where I did,
Yeah, no,
and
for sure.
I might not be alive right now. And that's
That was awesome. Massive.
Ace Jack of clubs. That is a nice one to win with too. Woo.
This out of the way. Interview.
You want to grab that deck real quick, Dave? Give me 10 seconds.
It's fine. Let's go. We'll do the black one. Alright, go hop in
Do
there.
you want the board or?
You can leave the board. Yeah.
Ace high's a big hand.
Ace high. Pairs are hard to make. I was just telling him. All right.
Pairs are hard to make.
I said it earlier. Pairs are hard to make.
The best of
I think we definitely need to go your way a little bit.
Probably. And
This is just gonna be a test one. See
Can we pull it?
take it a little left.
left.
Yeah. That way.
Him or us.
You. That
Come.
way. Yeah, and then forward a little.
We're gonna bump that light up there.
Yeah.
I mean the camera.
We're
We
here.
usually go under it, no?
Let's go tilt forward.
Piece of deal again?
Hang around.
I don't deal again. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if Moneymaker signed it.
How's that?
Your side a little bit. Yeah. And then come forward a tiny bit.
We can't.
You'll have to scoot up.
What do you, I
Yeah.
can
You want to scoot
scoot
forward.
up? Yeah, I got more room.
You like that?
Yeah, cool.
And then you want to grab yours and tighten. Hold it tight.
This is just a test.
Tension tight.
Yeah.
I'm sure which camera to look at. So.
Yeah, look at Omar.
Pairs right.
I didn't even check. Dude, I always carry a comb in my backpack, so that's unfortunately not a lie.
I get one more. Just hold the number one up. Yeah. And then grab the ace jack.
Yep.
We're gonna do that one hand and then number one in the other.
So just hold like this?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Perfect. Up close. Nice.
One of those is good.
You good?
Are you blind yet?
Yeah, no.
All right,
Can't
just
even
wait right
see,
there
can't
for
even
1
see
sec.
straight anyways.
You can set the cards back down there. I'm just gonna hook a mic on you real quick. Congratulations, man.
Appreciate
It's good stuff.
Thank
man.
you.
It's awesome. Just gonna put this right here so I can hear you. Perfect.
Bryce, what's a good number for you?
561 801 1711.
All right. Just get 1 second here.
Got it.
Set up. Get all nice and focused.
Hard to put chips in front of me and not touch them.
I I know. I've shot so many interviews where I just hear the clinking and then I can't hear them. Okay.
Are we? Oh, is this video?
It's video. This is
Okay.
video. So I'm gonna interview you.
Copy
I'm with
that.
Poker.org, so this will go up on Poker.org.
Okay.
All right. So first, can you just say your name and that you won the Moneymaker Tour main event here at the Palm Beach?
All right. My name is Bryce McVeigh. I won the Palm Beach Kennel Club Moneymaker Tour main event.
Awesome.
Take two.
You want to do it again?
No,
I thought it was great.
I don't know. Yeah, that's fine for me.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I was just
perfect.
You know
So,
better than me.
yeah. So tell me a little bit about the tournament and how it went for you, just overall.
I mean, as smooth. I won the tournament, so it went as really as smooth as possible. I really don't think I lost an all-in pre-flop. So I was joking with my buddies even before I played this. I'm like, if I win all the all-ins, I'm gonna win the tournament. It's like a guarantee, you know. And sure enough, I mean that's exactly what happened. So if you watch stream, I made plenty of mistakes. It's just I was the chosen one for this one. So I knew a bunch of the people at the tournament. They all played like incredibly well. Like we were talking about just how good the poker community has gotten over the past few years. Like everybody, even from like the pros to the recs, are just like so much better than they used to be. And it just makes for tough competition. And that's why you got to win your all-ins. Because
Yeah. So speaking of the poker community here, I heard that this is where you first learned how to play poker. Is that correct?
I grew up in Jupiter, Florida. I started playing online like as a 16-year-old, and then when I turned 18, that was the first time I got a chance to come here and play, playing 1-2 limit, for the first few years. And this was like the only place. I had like $60 in my pocket. I just come down here, pretty much lose it every time and go home.
So how's it feel to now win a big tournament here?
Great. Yeah, I mean, I would like to win a tournament anywhere, but this is an awesome spot to win it as well. Like I mean, Tony can vouch. I literally said like this tournament structure was absolutely perfect for the price point, like the way they did it, playing down to the money on day one, and then the 40-minute, 60-minute levels that's like I think the community would agree that's like the best structure for this type of tournament.
Awesome. So what's next for you then?
Going straight to Jacksonville.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Oh yeah, if you can, are you gonna like? Well, whatever.
I
want to shout out my girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Literally, yeah. Like.
Of course.
Yeah.
Hey man,
it's been tough sledding for like a long time, and to win one, she's like been there every single time, and she's just the best. So. I love her. Yeah.
Let's start it over again because there was some talking over it. And do you want to shout her out by name or just?
Yeah. Oh yeah. My girlfriend Kelly Martinez. She's been there. I've been together with her for years. She's been, I've been a professional poker player the entire time. She's dealt with a lot of lows, and it's nice to finally have a high. And she's just like, she's everything to me. She's my rock. So, I love you, Kelly.
Awesome.
Woohoo! Good stuff. Before you take off, Andy and I are going to hop in a photo with you.
All right.
Let me just take this mic off you so he doesn't have to Photoshop it out.
I thought you were going to tear up for a minute. Yeah, it's good stuff, though. And then the Palm Beach staff's going to come down and get a photo with you as well.
Famous.
Yeah.
Who are we looking at?
We're looking at Omar.
Always look at Omar.
Always look at Omar.
Always messing.
For real though, what do I? I'm like doing this.
Palm Beach staff.
I could do like some kind of like
Palm Beach staff photo.
Illuminati signal.
Yeah.
We're going to pull this for the Palm Beach staff photo.
It just went off.
It just went off?
Yeah.
Can they do that from back there?
They might have, yeah.